Yeah, yeah. Fabian PerspecTV. Bam, bam, bam. Live and direct. Fabian PerspecTV. Watching Wemby right now. He's looking amazing. What are you guys thinking?
You mean this one? One with titanium? No way I could trade this busted up thing for one. Biggest stealing wishes from the birthday boy is not your best plan. Switch to Verizon and trade in any iPhone and get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them.
Chance to trade in any iPhone for a new iPhone 15 Pro on us, only on Verizon. The new four-quarter calzone from Little Caesars is a gourmet pizza with a different meat from each calzone crust. It's perfect for movie night, picnics, sleepover, and NFL football games. Get a four-quarter calzone for $8.99. Pizza.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I'm positive.
I mean, I love that you're trying to help.
Oh, Flea jumped
Why
in.
this way?
What up? You know, I ain't never too far behind. Pause.
So,
I
My
like that little.
best
I like.
friend.
I like that little light behind you. You need my address?
Do I? Do you need? Do I need your address?
I like that light behind you. You need my address?
That sounded. That sound. I don't know if you're hitting on me or if. That was crazy. And, so I'm not sure how to approach that.
This
Comment.
motherfucker knows that I'm telling him I want one of those lights behind him. And the motherfucker,
And you got
said,
Amazon.
I don't know if he's hitting on me. I can't stand it.
You can.
Fabian, what up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
What up? What you got going on?
I'm just watching Wemby. Making sure we tune in with our subscribers, and it's playing around with this setup.
He's different.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
He's gonna be
Where's your guy? He looks crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, he's gonna be different.
What's gonna be different about him?
The thing that I foresee him being different is not getting hurt.
Bobo gets hurt. Ralph Sampson got hurt.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Keep going. Keep going. Chet got hurt last year.
He looks strong.
For his frame, he looks strong. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna be devoid of injury, but what I am saying is I really foresee this kid's body not breaking down. He looks like he's invested in his body. Did you see that oop he just caught?
Yeah.
That angle is not. You're not supposed to catch a oop. Like that angle was insane. No regular person is gonna catch that and finish that pass. That was an awful pass. But you see where he caught it?
It was insane.
Come on. You can't teach that.
I wonder if we get kicked off for showing 'cause I see people on here all day long going to other people's websites or whatever.
Right, and playing the game.
I'm not playing. You can't do it. I know you can't do it live. So I get that. But if I want to show that dunk, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Twitter. They're usually pretty good with Twitter, actually.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
They let you rock on there. Wemby, alley-oop. Half hour ago? Was it the first half when you talking about, or from a couple minutes ago?
Yeah, it was coming up on halftime when he dunked the shit.
Oh, so yeah, definitely seen that. Not too much. Calm down. Just zoom in. Just zoom in. Says starting at the 3-point line. Why they? We got an OD. This is the era of ODing. Let me give you credit, draft dummies. Oh, actually, I don't want that.
He just pointed up, bro. Look where he points. And just that's not normal. Like that was a bad pass.
I think I'm thinking too
Look how
far
far
ahead.
he is from the rim on that pass. The average nigga would have caught that in the paint, stopped, and tried to power up, lay up.
I mean, look where he jumped right behind the 3-point, the what do you call it, the flop line? The restriction
Yeah, the
area?
restricted area.
All right. That was it. All right.
It's impressive, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
That's impressive.
He moves really well.
He blocks shots around the rim. He's a rim protector already.
Yeah. Scoop, because I got to play on Scoop for Rookie of the Year. Hopefully he ties for co-Rookie of the Year. When was the last one of co-Rookie of the Year? Is that Jason Kidd and Grant Hill? They're the only ones?
I got Chet.
Rookie of the Year?
Yeah. I think he's gonna bug out.
I haven't even seen Scoop.
Scoop looked good
in
last night.
preseason.
He looked good last night. Yeah, he looked good last night.
I realize that's what I'm saying. We'll have to.
But the last you said, it's a good question. I know the answer. Want to know? See if you can think about the answer.
Co-Rookie. There was a co-Rookie of the Year after that.
After Kidd and Grant Hill, it was a guard and it was a power forward.
Guard and power forward.
Yep. Both guys all-stars. Both guys
might have missed the lob when it was initially open, then still
both guys never won championships.
Guard, two guard.
What'd you say?
Power forward and a two guard.
Power forward and a combo guard, I'll say.
Is it Amari?
Nope, Amari won it by himself.
Damn, I'm not gonna know. I was gonna say like
Brandon and Steve Francis.
Damn. Steve Francis was a disappointment. You didn't. I didn't. You want to watch some of what Gilbert Arenas was saying with Dreamers Pro?
Turn it on. Turn it on. Please turn it on.
Turn that on?
Yeah, please turn it on.
I'm not gonna lie, he was killing it.
Who, Gil?
Yeah. Yeah. I like Dreamers Pro. I got him as the GOAT. You did your thing, but like I always told everyone, I told Dom earlier, I don't learn much from him. I'm watching about basketball. I'm not learning about basketball from him like that. He's a Kobe stan. Anyone who's a stan of anybody, I usually don't. You're biased. So
I love Kobe. But I'm not a Stan.
just-
By no means am I a Kobe stan. I love Bean, but
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
you
not.
come off
I'm
like
not. I'm not biased.
you come off kind of crazy sometimes. Nate, Artis Gilmore. What's our guy from the Boston Celtics?
Yo, why?
Wedgman?
Yo, Artis Gilmore and Scott Webman, y'all never gonna let me let them guys down?
Nah, you can't. Because you were disrespectful. You jumped off the roof.
Off,
Like if he was
no parachute, nothing,
like that,
babe. Just jump. Just.
Artis Gilmore's trash. We were like, Zach went crazy. Why are we talking like this? It's like, listen.
Went crazy over me. He said, yo, nah, Now we ain't going. Let me help you, Flea. I said, yeah, my fault. I jumped out the window. And I jumped out the window on Scott Webman. But Scott Webman was was all right. That was a 2-story window.
But who are you just saying right now? What are you saying? Gilbert Arenas and Dreamers Pro, right? So Dreamers Pro is a Kobe stan. And that's his problem. Like he'll always defend him. Just like, and for all that talk guys kept talking about Kobe's an all-world defender. I remember watching and I remember thinking y'all were always bugging. He was not a lockdown guy ever.
You're drunk.
He has his moments. He has
You're
the
drunk.
Kyrie joints, and here we go. Even Jordan struggled with, let's say, point guard and stuff like that. You telling me Kobe Bryant was as good as Jason Kidd on defense?
Yeah, better.
That was a genuine laugh.
Better.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Nah.
Better.
Okay, so Gilbert Arenas breaks him down and shows like basically his scouting report. He doesn't move good left to right. He shows him crossing him up, then crossing him up again, and he goes, "Remember, the problem with Gilbert Arenas was that he was saying that he's playing horrible. Like nobody's gonna say Kobe's horrible defensively. That's crazy, and you're doing reverse clickbait, which I dub, by the way. Nobody's saying that reverse clickbait. So that's the problem. He called him a horrible defender. He also said Raja Bell was a horrible defender, and it's like this is why we don't listen to you. This is why we don't listen to you. Gilbert.
I was just about to get into that. Can we please stop buying into the bullshit that you have to like understand the game well enough to know what to take from Gil and what not to take from Gil. You have to. Right. You have to be a savant at this shit because he will trip you up with a lot of the shit that he's saying. Because I will be honest, some of this shit is brilliant. And some of the shit is bullshit. The attempt that he makes to trash the eras before now is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You want to watch some of what he said?
Yeah, you can pop it on.
The attempt that he can score 100 points. He'll score 100 points in the 90s.
Him, no.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said a lot of stupid shit.
He was saying, I was like, no. Number one, you're not. He was saying that he could do that, or like he's not far fetched. I'm like, he is. You think Gilbert Arenas is as good as Ray Allen? He's like, yeah. I'm like, nah.
Nah, I don't think that he was as good as long, but his peak was just as good as Ray's peak.
I disagree.
Huh?
I disagree.
What's Ray Allen's peak?
Bucks. A couple last years with Bucks and a couple of early years in Seattle. Okay. Yeah, he didn't really get to enjoy his prime. Neither did Gilbert, by the way, right?
Why do you say Ray didn't get to enjoy his prime? Ray wasn't hurt.
Yeah, yes, the hell he was.
Ray
his ankle, I think his knee. He tore his ankle up. Yeah, he was.
Right.
After that, he couldn't go to the basket like that anymore.
Yeah. Things slowed down, but there wasn't seasons that Ray missed 50, 60 games. Like he didn't have. We could find some seasons where he played under 60 games, maybe under 70 games, but there ain't too many seasons where he piling up DNPs because he's hurt. But that's interesting. Whose peak was better? Ray or Gil. Gil's peak is crazy though. Like at the top of the was Ray ever the best at his position?
Never. Yeah, Kobe there. AI was there.
Let me see. Only season is that Milwaukee season I'm seeing right now that jumps out. The Milwaukee season and the first season in Seattle. Other than that,
So I said late Milwaukee.
see
When
that's
was
late.
but you see, even this season right here, when he went to they went to the conference finals in 01 because they played Philly.
Yeah, I remember.
Look, he missed 55. He only played 55 games in 06, 07.
Yeah, but that's a career year for him, scoring wise.
Right, but look, then the drop off from 26 to 17.
Right.
He went
So
to Boston
let's
right after
say
that.
okay. So let's say the year prior. Let's say the 08. Let's say the 07. Wait, the year he averaged 25 a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what? That's 05, 06. There we go. Let's say that's his peak. Let's say right there. That's 1, 2, 3, fourth year in Seattle. 78 games played. Let's say right there is his peak.
Mm-hmm.
30 at 30. Let's say that. That's fair. How many years in is that? 1, 2, 3. That's about 9 years. Yeah, let's say like that's right
12 years, yeah.
smack into his peak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull up Gil.
So that's the one thing about this. I wish we could pull up like 2 screens on here. Can we do
the
Danny
05
Berry? What's going on, Danny Berry?
DB, man, he always showing love.
We could do a comparison here, but I think it doesn't show every look. Use a stat head to compare.
Yeah, you got to go to a different website, and StatHead is kind of whack. I know the website. I send you the link. It's a better website.
All right, Arenas average. This is their career stats, right? Arenas average more.
So yeah, I was just trying to like compare.
But look at their field goal percentage from 45 to 42. 3-point percentage is 40 to
Gil's
35.
Yeah, but Gil's more of a volume shooter than Ray was. Ray's more of a pure shooter. Like Ray, if we talk about pure shooters, Ray is probably 1, 2 after Steph Clay. You know, like Ray's a pure shooter. Gil
He's
is
a better shooter than Clay Thompson.
who, Ray?
Yeah.
Think so?
He's a better shooter than Gilbert Arenas. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
he's a better shooter than Gilbert Arenas. No question.
Yes.
But Clay
I
Thompson,
think Gilbert is.
Clay Thompson. I don't know if that's tough for me. I don't know.
Who's a better shooter between Clay Thompson and Turbo was good. Should I put the link in the chat?
I mean, shit. Why not?
I should send it to the IG, right?
Yeah, why not? It's Friday. Chilling.
I'm an old man, baby. What is the general?
Like the cover it ups, like brush it offs. Enough with good enough. Don't stay hiding or hurting. When your lotions and creams don't do enough to help treat the inflammation beneath the skin causing acne, it's time to get real about psoriasis. So your dermatologist
So what we doing?
you get clear. Make the appointment and ask about real.
What you said?
What are we doing? Good with Arenas, right?
No,
Okay, their true shooting percentage, Ray Allen is better.
of course I wouldn't. Bro, the percentages. I'm not arguing with you on that. Ray's gonna have better percentages across the board. I wouldn't even look at that. I'm just talking about at their peak, who was better, like just a better ball player. I think the shit that Gil did in that 3-year stretch was clearly his peak. But that 3-year stretch, is that 3-year stretch better than any 3-year stretch in Ray Allen's career? What other 3-year stretch can we find in Ray Allen's career that could compare? Oh shit, Boss Man, what up?
Boss man. See, we're going to the 3-year stretch, all right? Okay.
Can we find? I mean, obviously we're not gonna find the volume scoring, but the impact. Can we find a 3-year stretch of Ray just dogging niggas the way Gil was?
So that was at 23, 24, and 25 years old. That was his peak. He didn't even enter his prime at all.
Who, Gil?
Yeah.
I'd probably agree with you on that one.
There's no choice. He never even really got to field goal percentage is 44. That's the highest it ever was. Besides his rookie year, he didn't shoot that much. His 3-point percentage that year, is that this 3-point percentage? 36%, 37%. Okay, so he averaged what? So it's 29, 28. Let's say 29, 6 and 3, 3.5, 28, 4, 28, 6 and 4. 2 steals both years, basically. How many minutes ago? How come I'm not seeing the minutes?
Yeah.
Yo, Bleed was good.
Yo, Blaze, what up, baby?
Was good.
Who you think was better at their peak, Gilbert Arenas or Ray Allen?
Ray Allen.
Why?
Bro, before Ray Allen was a shooter, bro, he did everything. He came to the league wild.
At their peak, like not like at the peak of their career though, Blaze. Like when Ray was at his peak, like at the best of his career. You think like his best was better than Gil's best?
Yeah.
Word, okay. That's fair. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I just be like, that 3-year stretch that Gil had was like different. He was wild.
Nah, it definitely was different. But then it was like injuries happened, bro. He did all types of dumb shit.
Yeah, he'll bug out.
I think, like my man Ryan was a big Ray Allen fan, so I would watch a lot of games, and he would just impress us every game. And I think he took better shots than Gilbert Arenas. You could see it.
1,000%.
And to shoot like that opens everything up for him. And then I thought it was the first game, but it was the second game in Seattle. He had a triple-double on Kobe. Like you could see, like, yo, hold on, these guys are competitive. They're both out west. They're both in. That was ill to see. When Ray Allen got to Seattle, that was ill. People they kind of overlooked that. Yeah.
He had a Supersonics.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the Bucks first, right? He got drafted to the Bucks.
Drafted to the Bucks. They were doing their thing, and then George Karl messed them up. Then George Karl messed them up. Yeah. George Karl broke them up. I think they traded Big Dog the next season, or Sam Cassell. They went to the conference finals, game 7.
Yo, how y'all liking Wemby right now?
That
He
nigga
was
wild,
good, man. Yeah.
Two gonna have to walk all that shit back. That nigga's wild.
Yo, bro.
He looks official.
Is he the best prospect since LeBron James?
I mean, I don't know about that, but
we're gonna have to say, bro.
We're gonna have to see. But what up? Please, you seen that bullshit? The nigga threw the nigga put his hand up. The nigga threw a bullshit pass. He caught the shit right under the dotted and boom that shit, Blaze. What? He wasn't. No other nigga would catch that and finish that. No funny shit, bro. No other nigga.
The nigga came down, bro. The nigga, what's the nigga on his team that got the blonde hair, number 10? He got the steal. The nigga Wemby coming down, passing to him. He just Euro step from the 3 and dunks.
Bro.
Him, bro. He's wilding, bro.
this Wemby nigga's gonna be a little different. I'm telling you, niggas.
Him and Chet, bro.
Yeah, what I just said, Fabian.
I don't know what Bobo doing.
What I said, Fabian. I think Chet might get Rookie of the Year, please.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
You think he looks better than Wemby?
Bro, he had a year off, bro, from injury, bro.
Yeah.
He had a whole year off to sit that NBA bench, man.
So
it's like the
he's
Blake
ready,
Griffin
bro.
thing.
Definitely like the Blake.
Simmons.
Ben
like
looks
Ben
good.
Simmons.
Nah, Ben look good.
Yeah.
Huh?
No funny shit. Ben looks good.
Yeah. It's preseason, but
nah, I just like the way he's moving. His movements.
Facts. He getting
how
steals,
he's playing,
rebounding, post scoring.
Everything about how he's moving. Word, please. Everything about how he's moving. I like that shit. He good.
His confidence.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. He just gotta get out his mental state, bro.
I think he's getting out of it. Like
he is. You see, he coming back to where he was. Shooting the ball, passing it, defending, bro. He's doing everything.
For him to be, I got him in a parlay for most improved player and defensive player of the year.
You got him as
who as defensive player of the year?
Ben Simmons.
That's interesting.
Facts.
Because remember when you
that's not a horrible pick.
I might got him too. No cap.
That's not a horrible pick.
Not that. All right, he's gonna like. Of course, we got the Wemby's a good pick. Just off the strength of.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He gotta rebound more, bro. To have 4 rebounds in the third quarter is crazy. You're 7-4, my nigga. Get the fuck down.
How soft he is. Yeah.
Nigga smack the dog shit out you, gangster. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, please.
That ass, bro,
like
that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like when he went up against Chet, bro, and he had 5 rebounds, I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hate bigs. I ain't gonna lie. I feel you, Blaze. I hate bigs that don't rebound.
That shit, bro.
That shit pisses me off,
bro. You should have at least 15 rebounds, my nigga. It's preseason game. It's not even regular season yet.
Yo,
Fabian,
pull up Miles Turner's career rebounding numbers.
It's funny you say that. My man just made that's how he explained last year. He said, who you think was better last year, Miles Turner or Banchero?
Banchero.
What?
Yeah.
Paolo. By a long shot.
Paolo's wilding this year, preseason.
Paolo.
Right, no. Paolo, he was saying it as a point.
He's looking like a man every day.
Yeah. I jumped out the window the other day and I said Paolo gonna be a all-star this year.
Nah, he might be.
I don't think that's.
You ain't jumping out the window, bro. He might be.
He might be.
He might be, bro.
Remember, they need somebody. You know, it got to be one player per team, right? Is it still like that? That
what?
Makes like one player has to represent the team in the All-Star game.
Hell no.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, okay.
It go by votes, bro.
Hell, one player. Imagine that.
I thought that's how people made it before.
Hell
like certain people just like, how did he make the playoffs? And it was because of that rule or something like that. But I think what the question was, but like in a again, it's a betting kind of way where you're saying Miles Turner last year, if you're let's say a championship team or a playoff team, you can't really rely on Banchero yet. He doesn't know who he is, but Miles Turner kind of figured himself out.
He a bucket.
Right.
If you need a nigga that's on the wing that is an elite scorer, Paolo is on the way to being that. He's gonna be the guy. Look at those rebounding numbers. You see any double digits?
None.
That's doo-doo.
Right.
Wait, who's? That's Miles
Please
Turner?
look at that. That's Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Look at that. Rebounds?
He never in his career averaged double-digit rebounds. Now, he's been the blocks champion twice. Respect. But goddamn, rebounds.
Your total rebounds you average is 7.5, and that was your rookie year? Yeah, wow.
Rebounding, goddamn basketball.
I didn't notice this though. He jumped from 13 a game to 18 a game. That's the Halliburton effect, right?
What?
Yeah, and that's he shot. Wait a minute. Go back to that. Go back to regular season, and he shot
54%, 55% from the field.
Yeah, he shot 55% from the field. That's another reason why his average went up. I was trying to look at how many threes he was taking a game. Yeah,
He took four threes a game.
about the same. And still don't
Like,
rebound.
my boy Ant Edwards about to go crazy this year, bro.
About to go dummy.
Who's this?
He about to go this year.
Who?
Ant Edwards.
I'm dog walking all of you niggas that has something bad to say about Ant Edwards.
Bro,
Me and Bleed.
Yo, you want to know what's so crazy, Flea? Yo, Tua is foul for not having me on that live the other day, bro. Word to my mother, bro. And you know I'm a James Harden fan, bro. He foul for that, bro. He didn't want to let me come up, bro. He foul, bro.
Yo.
You are the only James Harden stan that I know.
Only nigga, I swear, only nigga I know that will vouch for James Harden.
Left-handed bandit, bro.
He should have had his 5 minutes. He should have had his 5 minutes. How dare you? Even though he was for James Harden.
Yeah, he was for James Harden. Yeah.
But
he ain't had the facts like me.
You know.
What do you feel like wasn't stated for your man? For your mans.
But they was wilding, bro. They was wilding, bro. They was really disrespecting him, bro. Like, what? Mr. 35 points per game? James Harden, like, y'all niggas must have forgot, bro. But shit, bro, motherfuckers be forgetting, bro. The last two teams he was on, bro, he took a step back from scoring, bro. And went to pass, be point guard. That's the main thing. Now, if he wanted to score, he could have went back to Houston.
That's why they didn't want him, Blaze.
But they need him.
The nigga said, look, Blaze, the nigga said, yo, I'm trying to come back and be the scoring champion. The nigga Udoka was like, nah, we good. Don't bring this nigga nowhere near us. Don't bring this nigga nowhere near us, Blaze. Niggas
That's
said, I
kind of
want to be
crazy.
the scoring champion. They said, oh, all right.
Nah, he could though, bro. My son still a bucket.
Nah,
we seen it in the playoffs, bro.
We still see Harden go see Harden get a 40 burger.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He not washed. He just taking step backs, bro. That's all it is. Mind you, bro. He's like 32 now, 33, something like that.
33. That's it,
role, bro.
That's it.
Playing his role.
I don't think he is though, please. I think he's like, why? I understand whatever happened with you and Daryl Morey, but Daryl Morey's your guy. Like he's not the same guy. Like
he took a step
why
back,
leave?
Fabian.
But why not stay in Philly with the MVP?
Told them niggas. It's like a
marriage. It's like the coach and Kelly Oubre, bro. That's foul.
Kelly gonna be good for Philly too, though.
That's what I'm. They good. They team look good right now, bro.
If he stayed, they gonna be. I think they would be right there,
bro.
That's the perfect guy to run alongside with a Harden. He needs shooters around him, or just even an athlete like that.
I realized this though, but Patrick Beverly and James Harden back together, bro. That's M.
Yep. They got some depth. It's not like they don't
chemistry, bro.
They got depth. Like I said, still got Tobias, or for all the Tobias Harris lovers out there.
You gotta watch out for that Jaden Springer nigga on 18.
That's boy. Gary Springer's son.
Yeah, the young boy.
No, that's Gary Springer's son. He interviewed his father. They said Gary Springer was wild. He used to do like 360s from like where the dot is at. Backwards.
Yeah, bro.
He used to jump like
mad bounce.
Crazy. And he played ball. He got drafted with Barkley
this year, bro.
What you said, Blaze?
I think Maxey might have a year this year.
That nigga's gonna go bonkers. He's gonna go crazy.
Yo, Fleet. I mean, your Fave, you heard it here first, bro. From me and Fleet. Watch out for Maxey, bro.
Fabian, that kid could easily win Most Improved Player this year. Because
Facts.
if Harden leaves, that month I could easily see that motherfucker going for 25 a night this year.
That's a
Light.
fact. That's a fact. He already
Just
doing
go
that.
and
He already doing that with Harden there, and Harden giving
right.
him his shots,
He
bro.
was. I think he averaged how much he averaged this year? 20, I think, a night.
Like 21. He had like 21, 22.
Next to the MVP.
Yeah.
And he led the league in scoring, I think, right? And B led the league in scoring?
I think so. Him or Jokic.
Harden
Bro.
bugging. Where the fuck you gonna go to Clippers? Where Dom at? Where the fuck Dom at?
Dom dissed us.
Dom ditched.
Fucking go.
Yeah, Embiid led the league in points per game the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, last 2 seasons. Yeah.
So he got 2 scoring titles.
Yep.
Right.
I ain't like rookie of the year though. We can't sleep on them boys, bro. Can't sleep on not one rookie, bro. Because the rookie prospect this year is M.
Isn't it just 3 or 4 guys though for rookie of the year? Scoop, Chet, Wemby, and outside chance, Amen.
Or his brother.
You got Kobe Buffkin. You got
Rookie of the
Keontae
year?
George.
A sword or Amen. Both of them.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. This might be the skills, bro. This might be the most skillful draft ever. Because it's a different combination of skill.
Here Bleeze go. What the fuck is Bleeze talking about? The most we got yo. All right. Now I'm gonna look at these
skill,
niggas,
bro.
Because Bleeze just said this might be one of the most skillful drafts we've ever had. I'm looking at all of these niggas now. Now I just got incentive to look at all these niggas because I was just gonna look at a couple, but now I'm looking at all of these niggas.
Yeah, look at all them niggas, bro.
Nah, Bleeze, that's not an awful take because now I'm gonna really look because if Wemby's supposed to be who he's supposed to be, and so is Scoop, but then all these other diamonds in the rough.
Right.
We're gonna see. We got this on tape too, so
yeah.
We're gonna go back.
Glad.
Nah, bro.
I don't go back on nothing I say.
Nah, bro, because that's interesting. Now I'm gonna really look at that shit because there was some skilled drafts, man. We go back. Some drafts.
Definitely was.
There was some skills, some niggas.
Well, I'm talking about
this one,
bigs to guards, from bigs to forwards to guards, but they all
because even
what you
call it, and we're not even talking about this kid, and he looks great.
Who you talking
about? Brandon Miller.
Yeah, from the Hornets. From the Hornets.
He looks amazing right now.
Hell yeah!
Look at my son Tyrese. Go get some. Oh, you fucked up. Oh, find him. Good down. Okay, come off that. Down. Yep, knock it down. Yep. Okay, dance on them.
They look good, bro.
Same corner pass.
I ain't gonna lie. Boston look good too, bro.
Boston gonna be good. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Boston gonna be good.
Yeah, they gonna be good regardless. But they look good in the preseason. Porzingis.
Yeah, Porzingis looks stronger.
Right.
Look like he put on some weight. You seen him,
Fabian? Not about to get thrown around.
Yeah, you seen him?
Listen,
like he not about to get thrown around.
Yeah, Porzingis. I was disgusted. He did that jab step and yammed it. I said, "Come on, man."
Look,
like now you
want to
do all that.
Do you see his body? You see his body? Pause. Like he looks like
he's stronger.
Yeah, he looks.
Yeah, he look like he's not gonna get pushed around like he used to.
Right.
Well, he ain't get. I ain't gonna say he got pushed around.
They called a charge.
I thought they did. Gafford thinks we got a technical foul because they didn't. Who else did we say? Porzingis.
Scoop.
Look at him. Sit right in that fucking drop coverage, but he can because he's so goddamn versatile. Because he could cut that. He's in a position. He could cut that off. Now he could get right up on his man, prevent him from putting it on the floor. Because if he puts it on the floor, he gonna have to get that shit up.
You see the way he just
Porzingis.
played that lane, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Blaze. Oh, what you talking about?
Biggest hell in that
Wemby?
lane.
You talking about Wemby?
Yeah, Wemby look M right now, bro.
Oh yeah. I ain't even got the game on.
It's Porzingis.
Yeah,
see, he didn't go to the basket like that. Oh, that was him. Okay, yeah. That's what he normally does.
Screen, roll, finish up top.
He's not really dunking though.
He was throwing shit down when I seen him.
Yeah, this right here. Oh my god. Where was you going? Why would you fall for the jabs that were going right?
Oh, he
that
put
was
the nigga on his ass.
No, that was wicked.
He dropped him.
Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh.
He dropped him. That shit was crazy.
Alley.
Yo, go to Scoop.
Who is the big that he's fucking up right now on Philly? God damn. Can we call him out? Is that Paul Reed?
Yeah, that might be Reed.
Is that Paul Reed?
Yeah, that might be
getting
Reed.
Fucking ass kicked.
That's him over here.
Yeah, yup, him right there. That's Reed.
Too late. Too late. Way too late.
So, what do you think? He stayed back because he didn't want to fall for another jab step. That'd be crazy.
First of all, he's supposed to be on him, bro.
Who do we say?
Shoot.
He wanted to see Scoop.
I think we're safe going on Twitter like this. Scoop is the real deal.
Float game.
He has a 6'9" wingspan.
Yo, Flea.
Yo.
Monty Bates?
How he been looking?
He looks all right.
Bro,
He shot really well last game.
I haven't seen him.
10 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Only minutes he got.
Closed the game out. They won.
I think they I don't know. I think they lost.
Have y'all seen? Is he playing next to is he playing with Spider and Garland? Like, has he been on the floor? Huh?
Nah, not yet.
So he hasn't been on the floor with Garland, Spider, and Mobley.
Not at the same time, nah.
Okay, yeah. I want to see that. I want to see how that looks.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That lineup is crazy. Darius,
Spider, Garland, and Mobley.
Spider, Garland, Mobley,
Allen,
Imani Bates, and Allen.
That's a light ass lineup.
What?
They
Yeah,
are.
Allen?
That is a weak ass lineup.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Mobley's weak.
You got hold on.
Mobley
You
is
got
weak.
Darius,
The
Donovan,
nerve of this
Imani,
kid.
fucking
The nigga
Mobley
just
and
said
Jared Allen. You
Evan
bugging. That
Mobley
lineup
is
crazy.
weak.
He's not. Okay. So before this preseason, before going into this season, we know Mobley for being weak.
We do not know Mobley for being weak. You know Mobley.
I don't know
for
what
being
you're talking
weak.
about.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Did you? Are you crazy, bro? You didn't watch the Knicks series where they bodied them?
Mitchell Robinson exposed those two guys 1,000%, but that has nothing to do with if they are not good or not. And Evan Mobley.
No, I'm not saying they're not good. Mobley's good. Mobley has a chance to be a All NBA,
Kevin Garnett type shit. Like, he's that type of shit.
Why we got?
Yes, he's that type of shit.
Man.
He's already that. He's already him defensively.
No,
my son, I ain't gonna lie. I want to see what my boy Sharif gonna do this year too.
As a second-year player, Fabian, the kid is second team all defense already. He's already developing into what KG was defensively, and he's already becoming as skilled as KG was. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be Kevin Garnett, but his ceiling can be Kevin Garnett like he's gonna be Evan Mobley, but all of his skill sets, the things he does on the basketball court, they're very much like what KG did.
I'm not gonna lie. When I seen KG's rookie season, as skinny as he was, when they were making like Durant comparisons or whoever, he looks strong for a skinny, slim dude like that. He still looked
That
like
wi-
nah.
the
He should
wiry
make it
strength.
in the
The
NBA.
wiry
Yeah,
strength. Yeah.
You
yeah.
say
Like
he look
Darius
what?
Miles was pretty.
Yeah,
He was
right.
he was
Darius Miles, another nigga that was wiry strong.
right.
Right.
Mobley don't come off like that to me.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mobley doesn't have that. And I'm not saying
I
he's
don't
gonna
I
be
don't know,
Darius
dude.
Miles,
Yeah,
but I
I
am saying
just
Darius Miles had way more potential and he should have done way more. But they were showing way more strength. Mobley's gonna get bodied for a while unless he works out crazy with his lower half.
man, I foresee Mobley being perennial all-star,
Yeah,
a guy that's
agreed.
a guy that's gonna be talked about as one of the best players in the league type shit. Like that's where I see him, like, top 20 guy in the league at some
But
point. Yeah.
top 20 potential, definitely.
Yeah.
But that
I
doesn't
see
mean you
him.
can't get bodied.
Yeah, no,
Like
I'm
same.
not saying that.
How
Like
long you
I
think it's
said,
gonna
we
take for
just
Wemby to get tough?
I mean,
Grab 10 rebounds.
that just goes one, work ethic, and two, just being and going through an NBA regimen, bro. Like that's really what that is. Like we could
When
we
you
could
say
go all the way
Wemby,
back. Yeah, we could go
Yeah.
all the way back to Shaq, please. When Shaq came in the league, he wasn't 2000 Shaq. Like he wasn't as big as he was 2000 Shaq. MVP Shaq is a different animal. But that first year or two when he came in, he was very like he wasn't as big as he wound up being. Like it's
yeah, I know
just
what you mean.
But first second year in the league, Shaq he would have led the league if it wasn't for Rodman grabbing 18. Shaq was second in the league in rebounding. That was
yeah.
his
I'm not
best
saying nothing
rebounding year
about.
of his
Oh
first
no,
2
I'm
years.
not saying nothing about his
No, but
rebounding.
that's
I'm
what I'm.
talking
But,
about his size. I'm just talking about his size. Pause. Like,
right, but what? So what do you think prevents Mobley from leading the league in rebounding? What do you think is going to prevent Wemby from leading the league in rebounding? Like that's what I'm saying. Like Kevin Garnett, you can see I can see him leading the league in rebounding. He looks tough.
did
He looks
Ticket
tough.
ever
What up,
lead the
Fish?
league in rebounding?
He had to have. I'm about to look it up, but he had to have. If he didn't,
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
want to
shocked.
say
Yo, Fish,
I'll
Ben
probably
stop
say
Wallace
trolling
is
us,
there.
I'll
bro,
probably
instead
say
of
once or
commenting.
twice, no more than once or twice.
Yo, tell Fish to join instead of commenting, bro.
Who that Fish? Oh, Fish, what up, bro?
Link is in the chat.
Yeah, Fish in the chat. Tell him to join.
Yeah, nah, we gotta get Fish in here. Get Fish in here.
How do we do is leaderboards? Okay, so what about year by year? It's so confusing.
Bro, turn that shit
Rebounding.
on.
That's your neighbor?
Huh?
That's your neighbor?
That's my sister, bro. Huh?
Oh.
No, but
Now we're doing rebounding, not total rebounds. Come on.
Boss man.
Nah, I said not total rebounds.
Changed the way I play, from game to game, but also in the middle of the game. I think it's the key for me to back up.
When you look at inside and outside play in the perimeter or in the post, do you have a preference at this point?
I'm not gonna look at it. I'll look at it with y'all.
We saw you defensively
Share screen.
covering more than one player, same possession. Do you feel like that's your strength in terms of rim protection, roaming there?
Is it on there? You guys see it? Nah. Here you go. So, damn it.
what you looking for?
The rebounds per game per season. Why are they trying to play me, man? Single
Nah,
season.
let me help you.
There it goes. Sorry.
His goal in the preseason for this team is for you all to really
Oh.
learn to play together and to play the right way. How do you feel that you are doing at that point?
Or just go to Ticket. Go just put in Kevin Garnett and you'll see
There he goes. Back-to-back years.
when.
2003, 2004, and
That's-
04, 05.
That's MVP. Okay.
Like, look at the guys that led the league. They're all tough. None of these guys is lanky. Maybe Camby's the lankiest. And Garnett.
Yeah, but wait, no, go back down. Go back down. I know these niggas, but historically. Mm,
I didn't know Weber. Is that the lockout?
well, yeah, it's lockout, yeah.
Rob, Shaq led in 93, 94 and 92, 93. No. This is the most of all time.
This
See,
is
so this ain't even
that's his
accurate.
rookie year. Huh?
No, it's not accurate. My bad. It's not
Yeah,
accurate.
just click Kevin Garnett's name. There we go. Now scroll down and is it? Oh shit, he did it 4 times in a row.
The bold means they led the league. Oh,
Yeah.
indicative league leader. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, stop doing that.
Damn. Okay, Ticket.
Yeah, he was big time. Then it dropped off like that in Boston. I guess because he was sharing with Perkins.
But wait, he led the league in rebounding 4 years in a row. I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought that was about 2 times.
I wouldn't have thought he got that over Ben Wallace. I would have thought it was twice. Yeah. So Golden State plays the Lakers now, right?
Tonight I think so.
High school football. That's crazy. Ben Wallace only led the league twice. Yo, stop doing that.
In rebounding, yeah.
I thought he led it way more than that. I mean, this was Dennis Rodman like, but
Dennis Rodman did this shit like 5 years in a row.
Rodman did it on some
7 years in a row.
time. We're all Cap TV at. Wow, what a name. He's on vacation, Fish. Nah, I'm joking. I don't know. Should I change the thumbnail? Let's try it.
Change to what?
Steph versus LeBron. Cheat code.
It's a fact. Motherfucking cheat code. Player's choice. If you're watching, I saw y'all like my comment.
Really?
We on y'all body. So.
Yo.
Turbo, what
Turbo.
Up? What up? It's good, fellas.
We getting the gang back together?
Yeah, of course. You know we got to, man. Come on, man.
You know, Ben Wallace started his career in CBA with the OKC Cavaliers after Steve Burt left 97. Steve Burt Sr. was on. He replaced Steve Burt Sr. That's crazy. 2 references. Flea. We interviewed Steve Burt Sr. And Gary Springer. They came in together.
Okay.
And Gary Springer's son is over there in Philly.
Right. You just said that.
Yeah. Steve Burt Sr. and his son, Steve Burt Jr. lead are the only.
And scoring.
I had Steve. I had Steve Burt Jr. on my podcast. Hell of a dude.
81 at the Rucker.
Oh my God. Junior.
My guy, Handsome Horse was calling the game on the mic.
He was different. He was a buck. He was there. He was a bucket, man.
He's still overseas giving niggas hell.
Really?
Yeah.
And he about my age.
Yeah, he retired and then came back. I was like, yep. Oh, I'm still outside.
You got all those in the archives?
What?
These interviews.
Yeah.
We gotta get them. We gotta download that, baby. What's going on?
Yeah, I know.
Playing around.
I know, brother. I know. We talked about this. I know.
I'm calling you out.
Yeah, I gotta say my show
your name
on my fouls.
Your files?
Yeah, you know, like the files on the phone, on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you save your shows and stuff like that.
On IG.
Yeah. Or just in
It was
general. You can save your shows on just in general on your files.
it was acting funny. Like before, like certain ones we can download off Instagram, like when All Ball goes on live, and then certain ones they wouldn't do it. But now so far it's been more consistent.
Oh.
It's been more so you could probably go back and really download it.
Oh yeah, but I've at that point I was downloading them, saving the video. So I got a bunch of them, and then I was also putting out audio. I was putting out audio too. So audio was on Spot. Like you could go look up All Be Live on Spotify right now, and there's probably like
February 1st. I'm coming up on 3 years. Oh my god, damn, what the fuck?
So
I should
What's
be
3
up
years?
since I've been doing my show. Since I've been doing Talk with
nice.
Your Boy. Great. It will be 3 years. 24. It's crazy.
That's
I'm
amazing.
I'm 21 episodes away from 200. This is crazy.
From 200?
Yeah.
Are you uploading it to Spotify?
Not yet. I don't know how to do that yet.
I was just you need a computer because I was showing Dom.
I don't have a
said,
computer yet. That's the part. Yeah, I don't have a computer.
You got an iPad?
Yeah, I got an iPad. Yeah.
I gotta get an iPad because that shit is better to rock. Because you could even add an iPad to your thing, to your phone thing, right? To your phone bill.
What?
The internet service.
Yeah, it's already. Yeah, I already have internet service. So yeah.
Nah, because I need it on the road. Like when I take my computer.
When you go on the road, you said.
Or just use the hotspot off your phone.
Hell no, that shit ran my shit up.
Oh, what?
When I edit and upload. Hell yeah, it was horrible.
Oh.
In 3 days I ran up. I'm like, okay, what are we doing here, guys? It ran up that much.
Damn.
What do you think about Wemby, Turbo?
Yo, from what I'm seeing, he's the real deal for real. Like, I like what I'm seeing. Definitely like what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
No, Steve Burr Sr. went overseas. The Cavalry drafted Wallace different positions, and then he was drafted by the Wizards though, right?
No,
the
he was
Wizards
undrafted. He was undrafted.
He was undrafted.
He went to
the Wizards.
He went to Virginia Union.
Yeah, Charles Oakley was like his mentor.
Right, Oakley's right. He seen him at a camp, and he was like, "Yo, who's this big dude?" That's another what if right there, Flea. That Wizards team, the Bullets team, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace.
It was too many.
It was just too many of them.
There's too many of
Chris
them.
Webber.
Like,
but they were like an early Portland team.
You got C. Webb, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, and
Juwan Howard.
And Juwan on the same. Like, it was too many of them. They had to.
Did you seen Rod Strickland on this guy on the backfield video?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
With the Mark Jackson thing?
Huh?
With the Mark Jackson thing? You seen that, Turbo?
I didn't see that one because it's not the full interview. They just have like clips.
He's from around your way, SO?
Who?
That dude
Mark
on that show.
Mark is from the north side. Yeah,
Mark from Mark from my side, from 197th and right off Linden.
Okay.
By OCP, by O'Connell Park.
Yeah.
He was You played ball against him? He sounded like he was playing ball. I think he said he played ball uptown and everything. He went to school.
No, he played ball all over. Mark was playing ball over.
Mark older than all of us.
He's their age. He's Kenny Smith and all of them age. They're like 55 going on the 60.
Yeah, he older than all. He older than all of us.
Shit, my pops played ball with them back in the day. So yeah.
That guy is 55 years old.
Damn, they're like 55, 57 going on. Yeah.
He looks amazing for him. Is a black don't crack. If that's the case.
Them dudes, I don't know how old they are.
No, they're like about 55, like 55, 54. Because you got to remember, they came out of high school. You got to remember, they're like, about 55, 56, 57. Because they were coming out of high school. Yeah, because their class was Kenny and them came out the same.
Oh,
year,
he's talking about the
83.
players. Oh, he's
Yeah,
talking about
that
the
class.
players. You talking about the podcasters, Fabian.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, what you call it is my age. Yeah.
And look at Fish.
I said they're knocking on 60. That's what I said. They're knocking on 60 because Chris Mellon got to be almost 60.
So SO is your age.
Oh yeah.
You
The
said
young kid. Yeah, he's a little older than me. He's a little older than me though, but we're around that. He's probably like 2 or 3, no more than 2 or 3 years older than me.
He has a strong personality, but like I told you, Flea, he'll like in a DM and everything. He doesn't front like that. Like he'll hit you up. So for dudes that are in the mix like that, I just appreciate. Like I said, I appreciate.
Yo, Allen Houston just hit me back.
That's what's up.
I just had to say that on live.
That's what's up. I got him as one of my top 10 3-point shooters of all time. Oh yeah, I caught a lot of heat the other night for my episode, but I said I was going to do that over again because I messed up.
Top 3-point shooters of all time.
I did my top 10, but I messed up. I messed up on my. And then after I did the all defensive team, and I left 3 players out that I should have left out. I was like, yo, I'm not putting this out. I'm gonna redo it over again. Because if I would have started off with that, and people would have been like, yo, why did not put this one and that one? And I was like, oh yeah, because I was trying to show love to people that don't get the credit. That's how I was putting it, and I was like, "Oh, nah, I gotta do this over again."
Yeah, nah, it's tough. You gotta, that's always tough.
Yeah. But I couldn't leave those 3 out.
If J.R. Smith ain't top 10, the list is invalid. Nick Pillow, what's going on?
Oh my God! Listen, he's honorable mention. Let me just say that he would be an honorable mention. He's honorable mention. I don't know if I would ever put.
That's what we doing, Fleet. Houston hit you up this Flex Friday.
Yeah, Fish. Yeah,
Fish. And Fish don't miss nothing. You think he's offline? He's not. He hears everything.
Fish heard everything I just said. Yeah. Fish heard everything I just said.
Oh, so you're gonna have him on the episode?
We'll keep that on the wraps. We're gonna keep that on the wraps. What you to deny? What kind of Queens cast is that?
My fault.
He's gonna get back to us. A couple days. We're talking to his assistants right now.
Man, listen. I have H2O on the pod, man. Y'all might not talk to me for a couple weeks, man. I might go into hiding after that.
Listen. I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I love even though
I wore number 20. I wore number 20 throughout.
His best years was with the Knicks, but when he was with Detroit, he was a different cat. I'm telling y'all right.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen one Allen Houston highlight on Detroit.
That's crazy.
That's what time it is.
He was more athletic. He was more athletic when he was with Detroit.
He was good.
He was more athletic.
He was in a dunk contest in Detroit.
Yeah. In 94. I think he was in the slam dunk contest in the McDonald's All-American too. But I didn't know that him and Grant Hill I didn't know that Grant Hill was mad at him that he left the song with the Knicks. When I heard in the book that they did with the Knicks, I heard the audio.
Yeah.
Well, Grant Hill's book.
The book that was out about the Knicks in the 90s.
The Blood in the Garden.
That's what it's called? Okay.
Yeah, The Blood in the Garden.
Yeah. I must have missed that part or not remember it.
Nah, you gotta go back. It's in there.
Okay.
It's briefly they briefly touch on it, but it's in there.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to pay Allen. And Knicks broke the bag on him twice. They broke the bank on him twice.
Yeah.
They signed him the first time and then gave him that,
So
that
you
big
think
deal.
you know Wicks? Do you really?
They gave him that big deal that everybody talks about.
Mm-hmm. But I heard he was promised that deal. That's why.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't totally mad at the deal. He was a 2-time All-Star.
Olympian.
And,
He was Olympian. Got Olympic gold
he
medal.
He helped lead the Knicks to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like he was.
Yeah.
He's by far not no elite player. But for me, I wore number 20
just because of him.
My entire junior high school, college, like everything. The reason I wore 20 was because of Allen Houston. Like that was.
Oh, this guy?
Definitely my guy.
No, this is Fish said Louis Riddick. He met him at the Colorado game. He said he hit me up around 4 today.
I love Fish, but that's dope though. Lou Riddick is a hell of a football mind.
Oh yeah.
And he played that shit too.
Yeah. What I was saying. Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about.
This is Allen highlights
in Detroit.
Yeah.
There's one that says Grant Hill puts Allen Houston in the blender in '97.
Oh yeah, that was he probably was mad that he left because
Allen wasn't
as a scoring tandem. They were crazy.
Allen wasn't the best defender. I'll say that.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He got a bit.
He got better. Like
his jumper is crazy.
He got better as a defender years later.
But for me, I always thought Allen was one of the best during his time. Was one of the best shooters ever. I'll never forget him going and getting 50 on Ray Allen the night before, and then going and getting 50 on Kobe the next night. Back-to-back nights going to get 50.
Yeah, 50 back to back.
50.
Shout out to my man Ryan. Ryan called me. I passed out. He was like, "Yo, you ain't watching the game?" I said, "What?" He goes, "Yo, your man got 50 points on Kobe." I said, "What?" He just dropped 50 on. He's about to drop 50, and he came through. I was like, "What happened?" Turn the game on. He was killing. He was on fire.
I'll never forget that shit. He was going crazy.
Was this a national game? I don't think so.
I'm trying to look for when the score comes up.
No, I don't think so. Because that night, if I remember, the night before they played the Knicks, and he scored like 55. I think it was a back-to-back game, so I don't think this was national.
Nah,
this is on the Chicago channel.
Right. You guys like Scott Williams as the announcer?
Scott Williams.
Yeah, he's the announcer. Was it Stacey King?
Stacey King.
He's cool.
He was tough. Yo, Oklahoma, they should have won a national championship. They had a crew.
Yeah, look at that. Nah, his jumper was crazy.
My son Mookie.
Yeah.
Mookie who?
Mookie Blake. He was tough.
Oh, I thought he was on his team.
Nah, Mookie was on Oklahoma with
Atlanta.
Stacey
King. Really?
In college.
Okay.
In college. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Fish, what you got for us with that one, Fish? School, give us some background on that, Fish.
Oklahoma. Lindsey Hunter's not talked about a lot as a defender, and I thought he shot better from 3. He didn't. He's a tough defender. He's like he was like a poor.
Oh no, he was one of the best backup guards. Probably one of the best backup.
He started.
Lindsey was good, I guess.
He was good for the '90s. Tough,
Lindsey was okay.
Physical. He was just a defender.
Yeah, but what you were saying about
the
Mark situation with Rod Strickland.
You want to watch it real quick? Let's do it.
Yes, because I didn't see it unless they put the clip out today. I don't know. I know that he talked about he never played at the Rucker. That's the one I saw.
Yeah, that was crazy. Grant Hill's one of the most talented players I've ever seen for today's standards. Don't forget he cooked Pippen. Grant Hill was. I understand what Gilbert Arenas was saying. He was ahead of his time. Grant Hill was. Me and Flea got something that we got in the back burner.
Yeah, we need to start lighting the flyer on there and start getting that moving, because that's gonna be some good content.
Grant Hill, like Well, he's also an example of what not to do. The reason when he plays the playoff game, that's how he hurt his ankle and ended up getting surgery. And then remember what happened to Tim Duncan years later, and they sat Tim Duncan down. Duncan was trying to play the playoff game. They were like, nah, we're not letting you play these games. Oh.
Yo.
That's what we doing?
How's it going?
Who's that?
Don.
What's up, Turbo and Flea? Dope.
Don, what up, bro?
Good, bro?
What's going on?
So Don,
Just in
man,
time for the Laker game.
Oh man, you know me, bro. I don't really watch preseason like that.
Look at this bougie basketball watcher. You heard what he just said?
I don't like preseason
I don't
anything.
usually watch.
I don't like preseason anything, bro. But I've been seeing the highlights. Wemby, that looks crazy, man.
Yo,
But-
Don, did you see where the pass was? Like, you see where he caught the pass to throw that shit down?
lob?
Bro,
Yeah, they can
No.
just throw it anywhere with him.
come on. That's what I was just, there's no way somebody else catches that and finishes that pass. That was a shitty pass. And he still caught it and finished from like the dotted. That kid gonna be good, man.
He's gonna be very good. All ball.
He gonna have to drag that shit back.
That's a fact.
No, but he's gonna keep it going because the hype is gonna he's gonna play well, very well, and they're gonna just gas it even more. than they should. They're gonna gas it so much, and all ball's gonna get sick of it quick.
He's gonna hate that shit. Don, what up? Your guys got swept, man.
Oh, the Dodgers? I know, man. It was awful. Absolutely awful. But I'm kind of numb with the Dodgers at this point.
Dave Roberts still got a job?
We'll see. It's a big topic of conversation. I don't think he really did much wrong. He made pretty good decisions with the bullpen, but our starting hitters just didn't hit. Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman.
Mookie Betts was doo-doo. Mookie and Freddie, they were garbage. Yo, niggas said Clayton gotta retire. It's time.
Yeah, he might have to, but I would hate to see him go out that way. I would like to see him get one last.
Not get swept. Y'all won
One
100
more.
plus games again this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fish said,
Fabian? You did get a haircut.
Okay, what Fish said?
It's nice.
The 1 year I went to high school.
yo, you and Flea today have hit on me at different times of the moment. I'm
Shut your
I'm
ass
down.
up. Stacy had just graduated high school in the same time. He's my guy, but I never cheered his. I hate OU. Okay, so booed him for 4 straight years. Okay.
Wow.
Kershaw's washed.
Nick Pillow.
Legend.
You got to wait for our predictions. We're gonna set that up.
Yeah, we got
Sounds
all
like
that.
a Four Sportsman idea.
That's already coming. Pause. It's already on the way.
San Antonio, they'll make the. Actually, no, they're not gonna make anything. It'll be fun to watch though. They'll improve. What the hell is this?
This is Rod Strickland.
You know what I'm saying?
One of
Then
New
he
York guards.
played for the
legend.
Pacers.
But tricky.
So he didn't get
He
his
was
like
rugged.
New York just do as much as he should.
But
How about Lloyd Daniels?
Lloyd is different. If Lloyd
Sweet
didn't
pea.
go through all the things he went through, we'd be talking about Lloyd,
All time.
Hall of Famer, one of the greatest. He had the size, the skill, the shooting, the mentality, the killer on the court.
Yeah.
He was, he was 6'9",
Ew.
6'8",
With the
shooting
handle.
30-foot bankers. But there's so many New Yorkers like Mark. Like I played with Mark Jackson, and I always respect Mark. And we had our little moments. He'll tell you too. He'll tell you I tried to fight him in practice.
Hold on, what?
He always
You
messed
gotta
with me
speak on
about it.
this. Come on.
No, it was just one of those days.
It's just natural shit.
I was irritated. I think they were whipping on us that day, and I was just irritated. I wanted to play. It was just a lot going on, and I just remember every time he tried to go off the ball screen, I just hit him, just knock him off the ball screen. But Mark is so like mature and professional that it ain't really phase him. And I think I was irritated because I couldn't phase him. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
wanted him getting kicked out of practice and all that. But Mark is like
Patino got that
eyes
ass
behind
out of
his
there.
head,
Get the fuck out.
leader. Mark was special. Kenny Smith,
And he
speed,
Kenny the
athleticism.
Jack.
the jump shot. He honed his game in to fit and win championships. It's
What do you ask him?
respect to, but had to figure out how to go to college. Milwaukee, where it was a struggle. You know, I think it was George Karl.
Yeah.
So it was a struggle. And then all of a sudden, you say, I'm a New Yorker, so I respect all New York. And then the great Nate Tiny Archibald. So there's a lot of greats. And I know
The Knicks and the
Fabian,
Bulls were
what are you
going
doing?
at it, and you and Mark are gone by then. You ever look and say, yeah, because I'm looking, I'm like, if they had them too, you know, I think y'all could have beat Jordan one of them series, or am I bugging? That's
Shut up.
To me, it ain't even about if they was beating Jordan, just to have two New York boys representing.
You disagree?
Wholeheartedly.
Why?
At no point were we ever better than the Chicago Bulls during that time. Let me just state that. We were never better than them. Top to bottom rosters. We weren't.
That 92 team with Mark Jackson would have been crazy.
We were good. We were very good. We could compete. We were never better than them.
That was
in the year we were better than them, we still went 7 games.
That's when they traded Mark Jackson to the Clippers, right? For
Doc
Charles Smith
and Doc Rivers.
Right. And that's that's what was in the book too. I didn't know about. The guy from Orlando was holding up the deal, right? To go to the Stanley Roberts.
Yeah.
Bum ass Stanley Roberts.
He
Respect.
held up the deal.
And Bo Kimball was part of that deal too. Bo Kimball was nice. College.
So they went to the Clippers. And Larry Brown was re-upping them. But I only fast forwarded because I wanted him to talk about Mark Jackson.
And the Knicks on the court competing would have been a totally different.
And this ain't a
feel.
slight to Doc Rivers or Derek Harper, but
or even John Starks. It's not, but Mark and Rod is two of the most beloved basketball players in New York City. And he can't say it by himself, but his street ball, his legend has lasted many days of how he came to tournament games with his sneakers around his shit.
And Mike said it. Pause it for a second, Fabian.
Drop 30 and leave.
Mike said it, you know, Rod, Damon Stoudemire, Allen Iverson, guys of that stature, guys who got busy with the rock like that, were guys that, you know, gave him problems on the defensive end. But at no point, bro, if we had Mark Jackson and Rod Strickland, well, we gonna beat those Bulls teams, man. We just wasn't.
Rod explains his attitude and why he got traded and why he got kicked off. Kicked out of practice. So I get him, but Mark Jackson setting the pace like that. That's a different caliber. Even if you trade for Derek Harper at that point, they don't get him then. But you have Xavier McDaniel with Mark Jackson there, but it's different. That's different.
We was up 2-0 in the conference finals against Michael Jordan. Not the conference finals. Yes, the conference finals. Excuse me. The conference finals. Up 2-0. Lost 4 straight.
Okay. But that tells me, that says a lot to me like that. I get it. Ewing is not, he's not the tier 1, A1 guy. I'm with all that.
He was.
But
Yes, he was. He could have. Who's Patrick's second best player he ever played with?
No, I get that. I get that. But you still, come on now, Akeem, Jordan. There's a crop there that's just like he didn't.
There's
have
a crop,
that.
but I promise you, with in his era, the way they treat them, with championship hardware, you talk about Patrick differently. You just do.
Again, see, that's the conversation we were having before. You want to finish this real quick, or we got
play it.
The park. That was his legend. I'm not hanging around. I'm gonna drop 30 for work on y'all, and I'm gonna leave the park.
Like, you reflect on those, it seems like you do.
Yeah, no, I do, because I wish I was more patient and probably even more professional. Because I think if I would have stayed the course a little longer, I think they would have seen that me and Mark could play more. And then at the end of the day, you can get another guard. You can always mix and match. But yeah, I do, because I think we would have been really, really good together if we had time. But I think my impatient self hurt that more than anything, because I basically forced my way out.
Yeah.
Because I wanted my
But
own
didn't they trade
team.
Mark first, though?
No, they traded me first.
Trade him first.
So this is
shit. I thought they traded Mark first.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why you thought that, and this is the crazy part. They traded me for Mo Cheeks, and when they got Mo Cheeks, they sat Mark.
Wow.
So now Mark is sitting on the bench. I'm in San Antonio starting, but so why did you do that?
What was the point?
Right. So then that kind of was the ending for the start of the ending for Mark, but that was weird.
Do you have any idea why they did that, or is it still an unknown?
I have no clue. It just shows how much they was ready to get rid of me. It shows that because they sat the guy who was, starting, was just rookie of the year. So it's like me and Mark's union, and it was weird because it kind of messed stuff up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, so shout out to them, man. New York in the building doing their thing. They came back from all that Matt Hopper drama, but I think when I hear stuff like Patrick Ewing, if he would have got a ring, then we would talk about him differently. We wouldn't, because how? Like, I
Yes,
keep
we
asking
would.
the same question.
Yes, we would.
Okay, so how does he get the ring?
With a better roster.
Okay, so that would include what?
What do you mean that would include what? When they decided to start building properly around Patrick Ewing, he had already went through his prime, battled against the best of the best centers of all time, and now is in a position to have some guys that can help lead him to a championship, which essentially they did.
But it was already too late.
But he was just too old, man. He was just too old, too many injuries. And now we look at him like you said, a second tier to the guys that went. Thank the heavens David Robinson got Tim Duncan. Thank the heavens.
Well, he's in the same category to me.
I do not. He's not talked about in the. He's not talked about in the same breath as Patrick Ewing. There's a little more elite talk when you talk about the Admiral than when you talk about Ewing.
Right. For everyone else, you're right about that. That's the conversation we always had, where everyone else will respect you more because you get that ring.
That era of bigs. If you didn't win a championship, it's a different. It's in a different breath, because now guys like Shaq, guys like Zoe, guys like David Robinson, guys like Dream, all of those guys have rings. Pat doesn't.
You know the crazy part about all this, that Alonzo wanted to come and play with Patrick when he was a free agent that 96 season. He was thinking about coming to play. He wanted to come and play. But
I don't. Somebody got to be Tim Duncan at that point.
What happened?
Somebody got to be Tim Duncan at that point. You know what I'm saying?
It probably would have been Zoe.
Yeah,
I don't think Zoe would have cared about scoring.
No, but that's the thing. Duncan was getting everything he wanted when he came. Not when he came to the league, but
I mean, yeah. But because at the end of the day, you had probably two of the greatest defensive big men of all time. If that would have worked, you were gonna have a hard time trying to get through the middle with those two blocking shots.
And at that time, you could do that. If that was a possibility, you could do two bigs. And
I think you still can with Tim Duncan and David Robinson in this era.
I mean, that's essentially what Cleveland is trying to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's essentially what Minnesota is trying to do.
But that's what I thought Mobley, if they do it right, Jared Allen isn't quite Gobert on defense. And if you put Mobley on Minnesota, that's
Fabian.
A different animal.
Fabian. Fabian.
Okay, LeBron. What happened?
Fabian.
What?
What? Are you serious?
Jared Allen's on the same level of defense as Rudy Gobert.
He doesn't have the same hardware, but Jared Allen is extremely good on defense.
Before we go there, in order for Patrick Ewing to get a title, he would have to get somebody else that's an A1 on offense or A1 on defense to put them at a different level.
I
His championship.
continuously ask the question, and nobody gives me an answer. In Patrick Ewing's prime, who was his second best player? John Starks?
Xavier McDaniel.
Xavier McDaniel?
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm just saying, I agree with you. I understand that, but we're saying the same thing. You're just refusing to acknowledge what I'm telling you. We're saying the same exact thing.
You got to build properly around him.
Here's the thing that I always said. I said this, and I said this, and I think Flea disagreed with me when I started being on the live with AllBall, and I said this. In my opinion, we can agree to disagree. I said they waited too long to trade Starks at Oakland. That was always been my opinion. I always felt that they waited to trade him too late. When y'all got Larry Johnson and y'all signed Allen Houston, I think that was the perfect move for y'all to make to trade John Starks in Oakland. That's just my opinion.
But there was Starks' role diminished, and Starks wound up winning 6th Man of the Year. So he was still very good.
Yeah.
And then Oakley obviously was
the
there.
Heart and soul.
Right, and we was there.
Grit. But let me ask you, and looking back on it now.
But we traded him. We traded him in the right time because we wound up getting Marcus Camby. So
but Marcus Camby wasn't the Marcus Camby that we saw in his first year in Toronto, and when he was with
he was pretty close.
I thought Marcus Camby was amazing when he came. Yeah, Marcus Camby.
He wasn't the offensive force that we saw when he was with what's the school he went to? Fuck,
UMass. But that's
UMass,
not.
Yeah.
But that don't. Nah, Marcus Camby was damn good.
He was different. Nah, he was a different man. He was a different animal when he was with UMass compared to when he came with the Knicks. He was more defensive. He wasn't the offense.
Yeah, but we didn't need that. We didn't need him to be no guy to get a bucket. Marcus Camby was never an offensive guy in the league. Once he got in the league and got his name, he was Marcus Camby, a nigga that won Defensive Player of the Year, like lead the league in blocks.
Yeah,
like that's
what but the only reason why I felt like he got traded to the Knicks, he was damaged goods. Because if you think about it, why would they? If that was the case, you think they would trade? They would trade when they had him and Vince. If he didn't but he got hurt. Remember, Marcus Camby got hurt first 2 years.
I 100% think that he would have still got traded. 100%.
Even if he didn't get hurt his first
maybe
year.
If he didn't get hurt, maybe it's always an if you're not injured, but
even Kurt Thomas.
Even still, like
think of Kurt Thomas. Remember when Kurt Thomas was he first came to lead and he led the nation in scoring and rebounding, and then his first years got hurt and he was just traded all over the place.
I'm fish with the violin, but we're saying the same thing in different ways, Flea. They don't have another person to take him to the promised land, which they would have needed because he wasn't that Patrick Ewing. And I defend him all the time because he wasn't the A1 guy on either side.
Yes,
defensively, on defense, yes. But what really happened with him on offense?
And offensively, what do you mean he wasn't an A1 guy? If he had so what you're telling? Hold on a second. If Patrick Ewing in his prime has those level of players, and those level of players I'm talking about are Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, and we talking about a injured Larry Johnson. We didn't even get a grandmama type Larry Johnson. We got
except that 1 year.
We got a post back injury Larry Johnson. So
that 1 year that he came, he was good. That's when he was like the Charlotte Hornet that 1 year, and then all of a sudden his game not
all I'm saying is that if you get these guys, if he gets them in his prime, we're a different ball club.
We're saying
no,
the
you're
same
trying
exact
to,
thing.
but you keep talking about Patrick Ewing was never the A1 guy. Yes, he was.
He wasn't. You can't tell me he was that and he needed that much help. Do you understand? Like Jordan had two other superstars by him, yes, but that's a lot of help. Like he had Rodman and Pippen at a certain point, two of the best defenders ever of all time.
The dog shit that we had, we still was relevant for a whole decade.
Flea,
for 1,000%,
decade, 1,000%. But Akeem Olajuwon is playing out west with less talent, but just complementary pieces. Yeah,
less talent.
Okay, so who was his second best player before Clyde Drexler get there?
Vernon Maxwell.
Who?
Streaky guy.
You said Vernon Maxwell, his second best player? Nah, I would say Kenny Smith. I would say
Otis Thorpe.
I would say Thorpe.
But it fluctuates. There is no consistent B. There is no, and either way, they're a definite B. They're not an A1 like him. That's my point. You would need somebody else on that level.
Okay, well,
this.
What'd you say, Don?
I'm very much enjoying this. This is a very good conversation. I'm intrigued.
History lesson.
Ewing. So again, when you guys asked,
Ewing was never as good as Olajuwon. I will agree to that.
We know that.
But the fact that Olajuwon,
I'd say in the 80s he was.
Huh?
Yeah, in the 80s they were neck and neck.
Yeah,
they
but
were,
that,
like, you
but
gave him Ralph Sampson in '87. They're going to the finals also. Like I'm saying that.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
So
yes.
But so once you get to the 90s, Akeem is refined. He's not as hurt. Patrick Ewing got hurt too. So that's a part of it. Don't get me wrong. But I don't. When you ask the question, if he has hardware, we talk about him differently. Well, that would mean either A, somehow he figured something out but that statement, somehow he figured something out to become an A1 like that, or the team provided him with, the organization provided him with better teammates. And either way,
that's my point.
Right. But my point is that if he gets those teammates, then it doesn't really change my opinion about him. He's still not an A1 guy to me. But if now you're telling me,
we can agree. We can agree to disagree. Patrick Ewing was a top 3 center in his time, the entire time he was in the league.
Let me ask you this, Fabian. Do you think Giannis is the A1 guy, the 1A guy?
Yes. Yes.
But so don't you think that Giannis having Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, even though it's not crazy help compared to some other teams in NBA history, it's still better than anything Ewing had?
You're making my point. No,
but no, you're not. You keep shining light. You keep shining light or trying to diminish who Patrick Ewing was. I'm not gonna let you do that. Yet he
hold
was
on,
not.
Don. Look what he's saying. And look at the only person that ever defends Patrick Ewing anytime I get the chance, because we've been dogging him for it was like a 10-year stretch, and I had to start defending him. Like, wait a minute, if it wasn't for him, the Knicks would be what? They would not be that valuable. He
carried
should have a statue.
He carried a franchise for a decade.
Okay,
yes.
I want to hear your rebuttal to what I said about Giannis. How is that
for 15
years? Because there was no Drew Holiday next to Patrick Ewing. There was no Brook Lopez, where you have Defensive Player of the Year candidates, which means that they're an A1 on one side on one side of the court. He did not have that. That's my point.
Huh? You're saying so? You just think Giannis had better teammates? I'm so confused.
Ewing did, bro.
He's running you in circles right now, Dom. Like
He's running in place, dude. I don't know what he's talking about.
All right.
What do you mean,
to me, because nothing about those teammates, even if Giannis never won a championship, my mind does not change about the effort that he gives, about getting better every season. So him winning.
So Pat didn't get better.
Yes, there we go. Let's go.
Nothing about you. What you just explained to me changes about what I've seen with Giannis proving himself when it was time to do so. playing
fuck
on
Giannis.
that.
So fuck Giannis. Dime asked you that question. Fuck Giannis. Throughout Patrick Ewing's prime, he didn't get better.
I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that even him at his apex, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's still. What did we see to get them over the hump to a championship contending team? When it was time to do so, it was always something missing with him. Is my point. Period.
Huh. Okay, so now
Charles Oakley was the one that they all didn't feel right about that. Pat Riley, you're babying him way too much. If it was Jordan.
Now we getting into the meat and potatoes of what it.
I said that from the beginning.
No, you didn't.
So what did I say from the beginning?
You did not.
So confused about because this all started because you asked, "Yo, if Patrick Ewing gets some hardware, then we change how we look at him." And I'm telling you that either two things will have to happen in that scenario: either he got better somehow in this dream scenario you're talking about, or they gave him better teammates. So if they give him better teammates, it still doesn't change who he is in my mind. But if he got better, then of course he's an A1 guy, and we're not talking about this. That is the scenario where I'm like, okay, I agree with you. Then we're talking about him differently, not just because he gets a title. Same thing that when you guys asked me about Karl Malone. What do you mean he gets a title when we talk about him differently? How? Is he changing his game to hit free throws when it counts?
Nah, he would get stripped by Michael Jordan. He would definitely get talked about differently.
No, he would absolutely get talked about differently.
But again, what is your scenario? Is he getting better, or are they adding a teammate in Utah to win?
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to ask you because I don't. When I hear that question posed that way, I get confused.
They've always, if you go back in history, like Utah teams, they've always been a 50-win team. The team that Malone and Stockton have always been playoff teams. They've always been right there in the mix. So obviously, those two back-to-back finals appearances, they've been to multiple Western Conference finals in the early 90s. Like, yeah, if he won one, I absolutely think both of those guys, they would be gods.
It's not like Barkley for me. Well, we saw Barkley at the apex, and we saw a performance of a lifetime. Him and Jordan were going head to head. It was crazy. That finals is not talked about enough. That back and forth was ill. That's one of the first. I want to say the first series I ever watched really intensely, rooting for Barkley because I hated Jordan because he beat my Knicks.
That was the second NBA Finals I can personally say I sat and watched. The first one was the year before. I was sitting and watching Chicago and Portland. Right.
Chicago and Portland. So for me, again, that's why my opinion of Barkley doesn't change. I saw him when it was crunch time and he went nuts. He went crazy. I didn't see that with Ewing.
But we talked about that when in the finals against Dream, he was dog shit. Like he wasn't good.
He set the record for blocks. I always defend him, but
he wasn't good.
Immensely.
He needed to be elite. At that time, Patrick Ewing, you can't shoot 40% from the field during that 7-game series. Average 18 points a game, probably a modest 9, 10 rebounds, maybe. Like Dream completely outplayed him that series. 1,000. There's nothing.
But again, what I'm asking is, when you ask me, if you tell me, hey, if he gets a championship, we look at him differently. I will not look at him if he's the same guy.
Think about
hold on. If he's the same guy, and they have Xavier McDaniel, and they trade for Charles Smith, but they keep X-Man, they win the championship to me. They're beating the Bulls, in my opinion. Maybe. But that means you added more complementary pieces. You have to get these pieces around them to get him over the hump because he can't do it with that lineup. There's something missing with him offensively at that point.
All right, what if Starks made a couple of those threes?
That's true.
And you won.
Think about this.
Are you gonna look? So hold on.
The narrative would have been totally different.
That's what I'm saying. Think about this, y'all.
That's the only game I watched in that series. And bro, you got a lot of good looks, man. And I've seen Starks play. He can shoot.
2 for 18. 2 for 18. That was awful.
And that messed with his confidence running into the next season. Also,
say we win that series. Say we win that series, and we were up 3-2.
That was like Nick Van Exel.
We were up 3-2. Think about this. If we win that series, we were up 3-2. We lost the next 2 games in a row. But and you're right. Patrick and the Knicks win that title. That would mean, right? He beat Dream in the NBA and he beat Dream in college. It would definitely be different, bro. We would be talking about him.
He'd be a god in New York.
Again, yes, listen, we
Completely
agree.
different.
We agree that y'all would be talking about him differently.
You would too.
No. Once again, Fabian doesn't think like y'all do and use these championships to elevate somebody. When I saw him play, and you just told me something will have to change with another player who missed their shots. Patrick Ewing had him also out of position because, like you said, he was shooting below 40% in that finals. If I'm not mistaken. John Starks, the reason why he missed the last shot is because Akeem, the A1 guy, blocked it. Yeah. We're forgetting that.
But
that's
he
why
shot
when you think of
he
Giannis,
also shot 2 for 18 and should have got pulled long time. Like Riley, that was one of Riley's worst coaching performances.
Oh, that's a fact.
So nowhere have I heard that Patrick Ewing's performance was somehow going to change because he couldn't adjust anymore. He couldn't make this adjustment to kill the other A1 guy. And I just told you, Barkley went neck to neck with Michael Jordan in the finals, and he lost. That's where he gets my respect from.
I'm just saying, though, a lot of those shots that Starks is missing were created by Ewing, were they not?
Of course.
Okay, so if he makes them, it makes him look better. It just changes the flow of the game. And then Ewing is creating they're going to say, John Starks is making all these threes, but look where it's coming from. Patrick Ewing drawing 2 down there in the post. You know what I'm saying? To change the narrative.
Don. Riley didn't pull Starks for that reason, because he was having a good series. That's why he didn't get pulled, because he was shooting the ball well. This blew people's minds that he shot 2 for 18 that night. Like it completely blew people's. Nobody expected that.
That's that Game 7 pressure right there on the road.
So then, all right. So then maybe I'll concede this point then. So then we just shouldn't be talking about Ewing like that, since it went 7 games and Game 6 was that close. Because if you flip flop Game 6 and Game 7, and that play happened in Game 7, and John Starks shot like that in Game 7, we're gonna be like, yo, damn, that was a crazy series. Like that was a really close series. We should be talking about Ewing differently, just according to about what you're saying, not because they won or lost.
I had to jump in the comments. Is Fish for real? And I respect it because Fish was there, so I respect it. But Patrick Ewing was dominant in college on the defensive end. He said Michael Graham and Reggie Williams won that championship for Georgetown, not Pat.
That's you guys' department. Wow.
I disagree. I know Fish was like physically there, like he was watching that in that. Like, but I pride myself on being a student of the game, and I went back and watched that. That Five Slammer Jammer team, them dudes was tough, but that Georgetown team and Patrick being the anchor of that defense, nah.
Exactly. You heard what James Worthy said on All the Smoke.
I was watching that last night. I gotta finish it, man. It's great. I love listening to it.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's excellent,
awesome, dude.
It's excellent.
Absolute legend.
Excellent.
Do we pull some of it up and watch it? I want to steal everybody's shine right now. I hope we don't get flagged, but I hope we do.
So down. Why not?
Williams was MVP and Graham was next man.
Reggie Williams was a dog. I ain't arguing that, Fish. Nah, I ain't arguing that.
But hold on. So Williams was the MVP?
Yeah.
Reggie Williams, yeah.
Yeah, he was cooking. He was cooking in that national championship.
Look at this guy's face, man.
Listen, that's just my thing with that. When I hear that question, if he gets some hardware, I'm like, oh, you mean if John Starks hits the shots? Oh, okay. Would I think differently of Patrick Ewing? No, I don't. I personally don't. He is. Dami and Dom always go back and forth when everybody asks me who's the best Knick of all time, who's the most important player in Knick history. What do you like when you guys Willis Reed, Walt Frazier? No, they are not more important than Patrick Ewing. That's insane to me. That's what I'm telling you, Flea. Like that's insane when they put anybody with Patrick Ewing. Hell
I
no.
don't. From a Knicks fan perspective, I would never, and respectfully to Frazier, Willis Reed, Dave DeBusschere, Bill Bradley, Dick Barnett,
Henry Bibby.
I'm missing a few guys.
You wait.
I did that for Don.
The thing that Fabian is saying about Ewing though, like what
Clyde
he's lacking.
Frazier. I missed Fly.
No, you didn't miss
Earl Monroe.
It's really just Clyde, Willis, and Pat. Let's be real.
Jerry Lucas.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
you're saying
please acting like I'm just spewing the same stuff. Because remember
where's Bernard King ranked as a Knick? Is he top 5?
He only had 4 years in the Knicks. That's why I put Bernard King and Earl the Pearl.
Some of the best 4 years you ever seen in your life.
That's a fact.
They should have kept him. They should have kept Bernard King, man.
Hey,
he's not talked about as I'm sorry, Dom.
BK.
He's not talked about as a guy who tore his knee up and still went to the Nets and was killing.
Hey Fish. What kind of stories you got about BK, man? I know BK was a hell of a
scorer.
Oh my God.
I need some more. I can hear you, Don. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What was I gonna say?
Bernard King. I heard the only reason why he didn't stay with the Knicks was from what I heard with the he didn't trust their doctors, their medical doctors. That was from what I heard. I don't know how accurate that was, but they just didn't think they thought he was damaged goods.
I think you wanted to talk about
BK was an all-star as a bully.
You don't like what I'm saying about you?
I know that.
Well, the stuff you're saying Ewing lacks about leadership and being the big guy for the big moment. That's the opposite of what every ex-teammate of Willis Reed and all the Knicks fans from before say about Willis Reed and everything. I read his book. Like, dude, this guy's like, he's a winner. Like he's got that dog in him. I'm not saying Ewing does. I don't know enough about Ewing. That's why I was shutting up and listening because I'm like learning about him. But Willis Reed, bro, he's like a real dog. Like you saw how much pain the amount of pain that he played through for your franchise is on. I could like literally do an hour episode about it. It's insane the amount of pain he paid through for you guys. Like I admire Willis Reed a lot, but Clyde Frazier, I mean, especially because he still works for the team for all these years. Like that's another thing.
Are we getting his ass out of there?
That's a great point. And Mark Jackson's supposed to replace him.
Mark Jackson about to escort his ass to the door.
Dude, you sound like
that's kind of like, yeah. Why would he say that so rude? You sound like Dolan.
One of the best point guards ever touched the rock. Like,
oh yeah, 100%. I'm just
all the big games. He goes off in all the big games. He should have a Finals MVP. I feel like that would honestly make his legacy way different. Like, it really would make his legacy way different if he had a Finals MVP. Because not that many point guards have won Finals MVP.
What Fish said about BK?
To me, Bernard King was the second most important Knick after Ewing. Clyde had to win a chip to get the Garden buzzing every night like King did in 4 years.
Ooh, that may be true, but remember, basketball in the 70s wasn't as if that's your argument, I can hear that out. Like the basketball wasn't as popular yet in the early 70s as it was in the 80s. But
though they said the Garden during the 80s when BK was there was a fucking party.
It was really?
That's what they say. Obviously that's before my time, but they say it was fucking party.
You know what? Another what if? They traded for Bernard King, right? He came from Washington,
Golden State.
Golden State. And they could have had Dr. J. All they had to do was like buy out his contract because the Nets had to give up Dr. J because they were in the same territory as the Knicks, and they could have sold the contract to the Knicks, and the Knicks was like, "Nah, we're good."
Yeah.
And you're in New York where the buzz is crazy.
I do remember that. I do remember reading about that.
That's insane. So, Willis Reed, he means that much.
Damn. Wait, Fish said.
Yeah. Go on.
I said Fish said BK's the second most important Knick of all time. Damn.
How much do you value the 2 titles that you have? It really comes down to that.
I mean, you have to because it's almost 50 years.
These guys were great players, like really great players. Clyde is amazing. Willis is also amazing.
It's not like we have anything else to show for it. We have no.
That was bro, 5 straight Eastern Conference Finals. Like the Knicks in a pretty good Eastern Conference. Like you guys are a good team, a great team, quite frankly.
And they were winning, competitive at that level. Like I'm saying, what are the Knicks valued without Patrick Ewing? What are they valued without those 2 chips? Without that run in the 70s, I mean.
Oh my goodness! If you guys have had 0 chips right now, it'd be bad scenes, dude.
Yeah.
Like bad scenes. Because even though
Yeah.
people could say they've never seen it or whatever, but they still have those two banners hanging at the Garden. I've seen them with my own eyes.
He called him Sugar Richardson. We know Michael Ray Richardson. Fish. God damn, Fish.
The sugar, the booger sugar.
Yo, Fish is so yo.
He was
My vote would be Willis Reed probably, but I'm biased because I haven't studied Ewing's area and I have actually seen these guys and like know way more about these guys. So like I would go with Willis as my pick. Just 'cause he
A lot of
only
people-
played for the Knicks. That's the only thing. Clyde with that stupid trade at the end, I fucking hate it. That even just seeing him wear that uniform is just disgusting.
The
It was
Cavs
crazy.
uniform.
Oh yeah, that was.
I thought it was Cleveland. Yeah, it was Cleveland.
Cleveland. I can't even fathom that Clyde Frazier wasn't a Knick at one point. It's disgusting.
He's from there though, right?
He's from what? Illinois?
No, I think he's
Okay.
from Georgia. I think.
Oh yeah, he's from
No,
the
he's not
South.
from. He is from the South. Or he's from Cleveland.
No,
So
he's not from Cleveland.
the-
He's from the South. He's from Georgia.
So a
I
lot
think Turbo's right.
No, Charles Oakley is from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oakley.
Right. So a lot of people have Frazier as the best Knick of
He's
all
from- yeah,
time,
he's
and
from
then
Atlanta.
they have Frazier as the best player of Knick player of all time, and it's like it's the same with Patrick Ewing in terms of leadership. Like he may have led by example somewhat, but I don't think he was the vocal leader. I think he was cool as hell, swag or whatever. But you got to
Willis Reed,
combine
though.
Willis Reed. You got to combine Willis Reed and the amount of time that Willis Reed and Frazier played on the Knicks to get the same career as Patrick Ewing. 14 years, 15 years, he was on the Knicks for that long. He was the face of the franchise. Like, come on now, like that's 15 years, and he's taking a beating.
No, it's
Like-
fair. I mean,
Like he took, like it took me a while to get over that. Like, hold on, we keep like I get it. One point in the playoffs, the finger roll he missed. I understand all of that, but to the other side to the fact that I think he's not the A1 guy. Okay, but without him, this is nothing. The Knicks are horrible without him. So
People
Facts
will
are,
be
like-
wearing brown paper bag at the Garden.
That's what I'm telling you. He
well-
dragged a lot of dog shit lineups through the 90s and competed against Michael Jordan and those Bulls teams to the death. Like he was really getting after it with those teams.
he also had to live up to the expectations. We talk about LeBron, Wemby now. Is Wemby the biggest prospect since LeBron? It's looking like he is right now. But guess what? Patrick Ewing was in that conversation, and he did it in New York. He had to answer that bell in New York. That's different than Houston. That's different. No disrespect than Chicago. Jordan didn't have that hype behind him. LeBron had to do it. I mean, LeBron did it on a big scale also, but
Yeah,
Ewing
that's
had to
it.
answer that
Nobody
bell
ever
with no
says
internet.
nobody ever says nothing about that. I've never
all
heard
good.
that angle.
Yeah, that's a very compelling argument.
I've never heard nobody put it that way. That'd have been tough for a lot of other players. What other players would have been able to do that? That's a fair argument.
At that time, only Elijah, only the greats, only the greats. So it's not to say Patrick Ewing is not great. Come on now, we're just splitting hairs with the greats, and unfortunately, that's how it sounds sometimes. Like we're from New York, we sound crazy.
But then is that disrespectful, Dom, to a guy like Shaq who probably would have been great anywhere? He was great in Orlando. Shit, he might have been great in New York. Is that disrespectful to Dream, who could have been great anywhere?
Nah.
He said that.
We're not taking him over those guys. We're just
Mm.
talking about Willis Reed and Frazier. And it's facts because the NBA was more popular at that time when Ewing in college basketball was big. College basketball in the 80s was probably bigger than the NBA in the early 70s, like straight up. Patrick Ewing.
Bernard King.
Yeah, those was bad. Those was bad lineups too, Fish.
Some hype, a lot of hype around that stuff. You know what I'm saying? 80s is just different in terms of popularity. Post Magic, Bird, and Dr. J is just different than early 70s. You know what I'm saying?
And imagine New York media capital still. Imagine back then with no internet and everything that goes viral are subjects like that connect everyone. Like my mom remembers where she was when we got the #1 draft pick before they drafted him. She was in Shea Stadium and the crowd went crazy.
Oh,
when
yeah.
they found out the Knicks were getting a draft pick, the '1 draft pick. She said they went nuts, berserk, because they knew what it was. Patrick Ewing's #1.
Hey. All right now, Don. All right now.
It was definitely rigged. I believe it.
That's
I believe
bullshit.
David Stern is, and it's not bullshit.
That's
David Stern is Vince McMahon. He is Vince McMahon. He suspended Michael Jordan for gambling.
Oh, now we're about to get into this conspiracy theory
That's
shit.
what
We're
Fabian
not.
loves, though. Fabian loves the conspiracy.
Will Chamberlain gambled on games. Dom, you know what I'm talking about. Come on. Allen Iverson did too, but I'm sorry. Hey, are you still alive? I can't do that to you. I'm sorry.
Yo, you can't say that on lot. Yo, allegedly.
I don't know that he did. I don't know have any connection to Allen
Allegedly.
Iverson, but I know anyone who
but
has a
speaking-
habit like that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dog.
But speaking of AI, man, let's big up him and Shaq are going to be the president and vice president of Reeboks, man. Like, that's
Really?
a big deal. Yes, that's official. When I saw it, I'm like, this can't. I'm thinking somebody's BSing, but nah, it's the real deal.
Man, Big Shaq, always involved with some new business.
Nah, for them to be just to bring AI to the fold, that was big.
Wasn't AI the original Reebok guy? No.
He getting money with them.
Yeah.
He been getting
Why do you say
money.
original Reebok guy?
Well, like he was originally on Reebok before Shaq, or am I wrong about that?
No, Shaq was there first.
Nah, Shaq.
Oh yeah, I'm
was on it
sleeping.
originally.
Yeah, with Orlando.
And he was also
I should know that because I've
Shaq-
seen the pic with Joanne and Shaq.
And Shaq had the Shaqs, his own sneaker before everyone, if I'm not mistaken. Unless Ewing had one first, I forgot.
Sean Kemp, no, Patrick was independent. He was with Adidas, and then he had his own brand.
Y'all
Wait,
niggas ain't had a kamikazes.
The spiral joints.
I never really liked them.
Nah, the Sean Kemp joints.
Oh, Sean Kemp joints was fire.
Yeah.
Retired NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal has been named Reebok's first president of basketball, the company announced. The company also announced that former NBA great Allen Iverson will be joining O'Neal's efforts as the brand's vice president of basketball. The newly created position is part of Reebok's attempt to re-enter professional performance basketball, the company said. We are thrilled to be expanding upon our partnership with Shaquille with this historic appointment. Reebok CEO Todd Krinsky. With the combination of his deep-rooted history with Reebok and reigning influence he's made on the game, there's no one better than this guy to take the helm and lead our brand back to reclaiming its rightful place and dominance in basketball. O'Neal has been a partner for decades. Shoe brand ahead of his rookie season back in '92. At the time, was the company's biggest endorsement deal ever. In his new position, the Hall of Famer will lead Reebok basketball strategy, cultivate partnerships with teams and athletes to help the brand pick up new relevance. In response, O'Neal simply said in a statement, "We're back, baby. Get ready." Inside the NBA, Iverson has also been a long-time partner with the shoe company. Drive player recruitment, grassroots, community-based initiatives, and athlete activations like the Iverson Classic will be his role. O'Neal considered one of the most dominant centers in NBA history. Okay. Do you think that Reebok is doing this because, especially with Allen Iverson, because they owe Allen Iverson a lot of money, so Allen Iverson needs to earn some of his pay? Like, does he get a raise? Is AI gonna get more money from this? I don't know.
I would think, yeah. But when he turns 50 in 2 years, he's getting $50 million. So he's already got. AI is not broke. AI is would have been good regardless, whether they were gonna pay him or not.
Right, but I'm saying, is Reebok are they giving him more money? You already give me $50 million. I already signed up for that. Am I getting an extra bonus for bringing
Probably
people,
so.
recruiting people? Because think about it, right? Reebok has to pay you. If they're not making as much money as they recently, they projected to, how they're gonna pay you? So maybe they're telling Shaq and AI, "Yo, we want to guarantee that we pay you guys, but guess what? I don't really." And then if you're AI, do you call Shaq up like, "Yo, these guys, they owe me $50 million, but in all honesty, if they can't pay me, what can I do? Sue them?" So Shaq goes, "You know what? Let me give him a call." Remember, he already runs Papa John's. Like, Shaq is he's a megalomaniac when it comes to the businesses. So imagine Shaq coming to Reebok and going like, "Yo, I'll be president. We make AI vice president. We're gonna start recruiting some players over here and guarantee you get that $50 million in his hand in his bank account." I think that's a good strategy. I know I just made a good short. I know that much.
But what players are gonna want to go to Reebok?
That's the other thing. Like this AI still have a cool factor. Like there was a good question somebody had, and I was gonna think of it. Like I thought of it before
But
I seen it on
then, I
YouTube.
mean, you got some people that look at Puma. Look at everybody's wearing the LaMelo joints.
Good
So
point.
I mean, it can be done if you do it right. It can be done if you do it right.
You're right.
And I think, well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, keep going. I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, I think with Shaq and AI's influence, because they're still even off the court. I mean, people still, embodies Allen Iverson, and I truly believe and Stephen A was like, yo, Allen Iverson should have been a consultant with the Sixers, because he was like, yo, if he was a consultant with the Sixers, none of this nonsense with like James Harden and Ben Simmons would have been happening.
What's the difference between Stephen A. Smith and Goodwood Arenas?
I'll catch you, Fabian.
I think
you out of here. All right.
Yeah.
No, I think.
I'm just saying, like, I don't care what you said. Like Stephen A.
No. I'm just saying. No, I was just making that point with the AI situation. That's all. But no, I was like thinking about it. Like, yo, if you think about it, he should have a role with the Sixers, not as a GM, but as a consultant. As far as looking for talent, I think AI would have been perfect for that role. I mean, when you think of Philly, when you think of the Sixers, you think about AI. No ifs and buts about it.
Still to this day?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Player participation policy. No more than one star player unavailable for the same game. Ensure availability for national TV and in-season tournament. So they have to make sure that one star is available per game, at least. See, I think, this is the LeBron era. They pushed the boundaries for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, these are unwritten laws or unwritten rules where Jordan was like, I'm playing every game. And these guys have to be forced to play every game. And I think that, we're human and we're always trying to find a way to scam. So the scambalaya is over. Stern is Vince McMahon. Stern had a backdoor deal allegedly with Clay Bennett, Aubrey McClendon to move the Thunder from Seattle. McClendon leaked the emails. He did? So I know it was like a crazy thing that happened with the Seattle Supersonics, the owners of Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, they're very vicious about it. Let me look that up before I go. Oklahoma, OKC Thunder, Seattle. The disaster, I guess. No arena deal in place. The wheels were already put in motion to try to get to. Is this it? Disasters and opportunities. Look at that.
They talking about they're expecting like 2 exhibition teams, like Vegas and Seattle is like up to bat. To me, I think they need to bring the Sonics back to Seattle before they even think about bringing the team to Vegas.
I think Vegas. You heard the way LeBron was talking about the teams in Vegas. Like, if that again, that's until Wemby or one of these guys overtakes him as the face of the league. I mean, he's about to not be the face of the league in half a second. But for LeBron, he's still powerful. All the his right hand man is everyone's agent.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying we want a team in Las Vegas. Like, I think that's different, bro. Like, that's Seattle has, I think, a 5% chance at this point after he made those statements. Vegas has all these other franchises from different sports already.
Yeah, that's true.
Hockey, football.
Yeah, hockey's there. Hockey, football there. Yeah.
The WNBA, right? The Aces.
NBA team. Yeah, they got an NBA team in Vegas would be fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that would be like must see. That's must see. Must go see. That'd be the biggest show in town. That would probably outdo the Raiders if they get an NBA team. But the only reason why I say Seattle, because that me as a fan watching it and just watching it on TV and just hearing the crowd and the noise, I could imagine how loud that place is when you see it live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
Just
Seattle
like
is.
when we watch Madison Square Garden and on TV, it's electric. But when we at the games, it's a different atmosphere.
It's insane.
You can feel it in your bones. Like you watching it on TV, you hearing the crowd. And especially when the games used to come on NBC on Sundays, and the Knicks were playing at 12 o'clock.
We just saw the top stadiums, the top ranked stadiums in basketball. I think Sacramento's number 1. Utah was number 2.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, the Utah Stadium with the cowbell that they have a lot of noise there, like Russell Westbrook.
Oh no! You talking about Utah or Sacramento?
Yeah, the Kings with the cowbells. I'm sorry, but they're loud.
Yeah.
I think the Jazz are number 2. Real
That
quick,
that place didn't start getting loud until they got really good. I mean, they always
Sacramento?
had it good. Yeah,
with the brothers, right?
Yeah. That's when they really
own the team.
Yeah.
So during the season, this is the Oklahoma City Thunder and Seattle Supersonics debacle. This is Clay Bennett. During the season, Bennett purchased the Seattle Supersonics from the Starbucks magnate Howard Schultz. The move was likely backed by the league to get a groundswell of support from the construction of a new owner of a newer, more profitable arena in the Seattle area. When the local owner couldn't get it done, the NBA tried to bring in the new kid in the NBA circles to put pressure on the Washington legislature to get an arena deal done. Bennett went to Seattle and laid down his plan. He would try to get an arena deal done for that next season, 07-08. If nothing was done by then, Bennett would pursue other options. A blind man could have seen from a mile away what Bennett meant by other options. With no arena deal in place, the wheels were already put in motion to try to get the Sonics to Oklahoma City. After a legal battle and about $100 million in relocation fees and lease payments, the Seattle Supersonics officially became the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that's what happened during Hurricane Katrina. Disaster begets opportunity. That's just the way the cycle works. In a utopian scenario, Katrina never happens. Seattle keeps their team, and Oklahoma City eventually gets an expansion franchise. But that's not how it happened. What were we talking about right before that?
No, he's talking about AI, having a part in Reebok.
No, it was right. It was after that. It was during this Seattle Oklahoma City Thunder. And you were saying something. The stadiums.
The stadiums. Yeah, the arenas. Yeah, like that's the only reason why I say Seattle. Of course, if they're gonna choose Seattle and a team and to get a team in Las Vegas, of course they'll probably choose it. But being that the Sonics done had so much history throughout the years, I think that would be the smartest move. Now, but if you can get both of them to come, if you can get 2 franchises, then hey, that's a go. But if you had to choose one, of course you go with Vegas.
Right.
Just because everything is there. But if you can afford to get both, expand 2 teams, yes, I think Seattle definitely deserve it. It was one of the most fun places, like I said, growing up in the early 90s, man, like, I was looking, and I said this the other night, because I did an episode about teams trading their players too late and too early, and I mentioned the Nets. I said if Petrovic didn't pass away during the finals, that team would have been different.
The Nets?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
He was in his bag. He was getting ready to be an all-star.
Me and Flea were going over the Portland roster. He was on Portland before that.
Yeah, and they never played him. They never played him.
We were trying to look up why they didn't play him. Was there anything about it? And Danny Ainge was there. We're like,
because Danny Ainge said, why did they wanted me there when you had dogs of guards there? But I guess they wanted him as
He said that?
Yeah, because he was on the Knuckleheads podcast. This was early. Yeah. And they asked him, he was like, I didn't understand why they wanted me, because they said they had Petrovic, they had, He said, "Yo, they had some things, but I guess they wanted to bring him for like his championship experience, being that he's won. I think they were trying to get over the hump after they lost to Detroit, so they wanted somebody that had that, that championship experience. But it didn't work because he lost to Jordan in '92 and lost to him in '93. So
is this it? No, it's 2015. Let me
what?
see. Oh, it's Danny Ainge interview. You said Knuckleheads, right?
Yeah, that's Darius Miles and Clint Richardson's podcast.
Jones. Remembers Larry Bird.
So it's like, yeah,
But that was just in the summertime. Wow.
This was like, that episode came out like around, like late August, late July, somewhere early July, late July, somewhere around that time.
It says August 27.
Oh, okay.
It's only 12 minutes.
But all respect, they were very well coached with Pat Riley. They were. How old were you guys then? Were you guys even born?
5. Well, no, I was born in 80.
I was born in 81. Okay, so that you guys were 5 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but he was such a great player, and we knew he was a great player. But in that series, because again, that's the 1986. So like I got a big chunk of that. 66 brought up Larry's quote, but I think that was because he was in shape playing on the Dream Team that summer.
Right.
Ship group in Boston. Like I'd been around a lot of good teams in Portland and in Phoenix and in Boston. Most of my career, I was very blessed. And
that's true. That's not talked about enough. Like Danny Ainge was on Boston, Portland, and Phoenix. They all went to the chip.
Yeah.
He's been on three different teams.
On champion.
They went to the finals.
Yeah. And he's a smart GM. You want to talk about somebody that's like a genius that knows how to buck the system. Danny Ainge is he's the king of that shit.
He takes full advantage of, I guess, if.
Well, where do you think he learned that from? Red Auerbach did that slick shit.
Oh, right.
That's because he was a slickster.
Red Auerbach is a man.
Okay, like,
and he's from Brooklyn.
Is he?
Okay.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. Red Auerbach.
And so is Al Davis. How crazy is that? Al Davis is from Brooklyn.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
If I can't get it done this year for you, and there to new management and see your commitment out of KG a couple months trying to figure out players are like mostly about themselves. I mean, like they're looking after the championship. It was fun for me to be able to see Eddie Howe got something for him tomorrow. DJ picked up like his 5th, but I played golf with Michael. There was no way we were losing, but for 5 years old, that's crazy.
Yeah, like seeing him hit the scene and what he was
later.
Forward. No, I think you got to go forward because that's like after like the Celtics.
Most of the switching, I was always accused of like, you just don't want to guard him, so you just like switch. And Walt, I think he had another 50-point game in that series.
Sons with Barkley, KJ, Dan Marley, and this is an opportunity not to get a chance to have be on another good team that
was Phoenix. Maybe they were talking about Portland.
Yeah, gotta go back
that game so hard, like guard your own man. 63. And I remember a funny story about Walton was in that game we were doing
that's about.
And so like I got a big chunk of that 63. And I remember a funny story about Walton was in that game we were doing some switching. Most of the switching, I was always accused of like, you just don't want to guard him, so you just like switch. And Walton ended up fouling out, and he was cursing me out at the end of that game so hard, like guard your own man. But yeah, Michael was. Everybody knew at the end of that series, even after that 63 points. I think he had another 50-point game in that series. But and you brought up Larry's quote, but I think that we all knew that Michael was the best player in that series, and he had earned everybody's respect for sure. If not before that, but by that time, absolutely.
So you joined the Phoenix Suns with Barkley, KJ, Dan Marley,
and Paul Westphal was our coach. And the first time I had playing with Charles. I mean, Charles team that summer.
Team together. Like you have this title to put a winning team together for an organization.
I feel like I'm not sure that I ever looked at it that way, though. I think I looked at it as I can help. I can be a part of a team that can, help put a team together, a winning team together. I've been around a lot of good teams. I think that's why Red recommended to the new ownership group in Boston. Like I've been around a lot of good teams in Portland and in Phoenix and in Boston. Most of my career, I was very blessed. And what I've learned now, 25 years later is there's a lot of different ways to build a team. There's not any one way.
Right.
And obviously you need a lot of talent to win in our league. And then you need to be able to communicate and get the most out of that talent.
At what point when you was putting it together, did it come like, okay, like I can go get a Kevin Garnett and a Ray Allen? Like
Paul sat out the second half of 2000 due to a team that can Ray Allen sign an extension and look all alone. It's just not enough for us with. But I got Ray. Sheer luck and
not that field.
Yeah, you know what's different as a player. Like players are like mostly about themselves. I mean, like they're looking after their own careers and
yeah. But next time, no, it's all good though. For sure.
Yeah, definitely send it to me. I'll chop that up.
Yeah, I gotta find it. I gotta go on. I gotta see that piece. If I find it, I'll queue it up and I'll DM it to you.
Definitely, man. Good to see you back on here. We're gonna try to do more lives because the NBA season's coming back.
Yeah. And we definitely need to do that that episode that I was talking about teams trading their players too late and like too early.
Yeah, let's get on and do that.
Because I think that would be I think the Phoenix, the 05, the 04, they broke that team up too early. And we hear that from Sean Marion. All of them talk about it to this day. They broke that squad up. Because he was like, yo, when you play NBA 2K with the throwback Phoenix team, that we're the only the throwback team that everybody plays, that everybody puts on every fucking 2K.
That broke up too soon. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah, because they didn't want to pay Joe Johnson the money.
I don't know if they could have. That's the crazy part.
They could have because they gave whatchamacallit and overpaid whatchamacallit. He was a backup big, and then he went to San Antonio. God damn it.
Oh, don't tell me damn, the kid that's not from New York.
No, he played with Tony Parker's national team. Damn.
Oh, a French guy? Not Boris Diaw.
Yeah, Boris Diaw.
Yo, Boris Diaw's tough, bro.
Yeah, he's tough.
He ain't Joe Johnson.
They paid him the same amount of money that Joe Johnson won.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Okay,
that was my point. Yeah.
Joe Johnson is a different. Imagine having him in those games against San Antonio, against the Lakers, and yeah, that's tough, bro. Joe Johnson would have been tough. That's your second or third option.
Yeah,
he's your go-to in crunch time. Yeah, Joe Johnson would have been vicious.
Exactly.
Vicious.
That's why they talk about it all the time. They say, yo, they broke us up too early. And he said, yo, no disrespect to Boris Diaw and Kurt Thomas, but he was like, yo, he said we could have came back, and then because if Joe Johnson would have came back healthy, we would have been, because we were the only team that was giving San Antonio problems in the playoffs, even though they beat them. He was like, yo, we were the only team that was giving them problems. They had hard time fighting them.
Amari was destroying them. And then
Sean Marion, an underrated defender.
he was maybe the best defender then. Like because and in this era, he's another guy. Like him and Kevin Garnett in this era would just be dominant.
Oh yeah,
dominant.
Oh yeah. Alonzo too.
And I don't Alonzo Mourning.
Yes.
I
Because
don't know.
remember, he was undersized. He was an undersized center.
Yeah, 6'9", 6'10". But I can't see him on the perimeter like that. I can't see his footwork being that great and rotating like that. It just
No, he'll be a better defender, and you can play. He can play small ball. Unlike Gobert, you got to take Gobert out when other teams go small.
And he can shoot better than Gobert.
Yes, and you don't.
What?
What happened?
No, don't say yeah. A lot of Karl Malone to him.
Yeah,
where he just he could shoot. Yeah, that elbow jumper.
Yeah.
That Georgetown game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But Joe, I'm wondering now, what were people saying about Joe Johnson in practice back then on Phoenix? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To let him go like that. So
yes, crazy.
Turbo.
Yeah.
Glad you jumped on because that's amazing.
Yeah,
we could do this for 3 days.
Yeah, we're back on the fold, baby. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I was like, yo, I got a lot to say. Because like I said, I was gonna redo my episode that I did the other night, but then when I saw y'all came on, I'm like, I can wait until tomorrow because I was supposed to, because my boy Tony, he almost had a heart attack on my list, but it is what it is.
Oh, well, I'm glad he's okay.
Nah, he good. He good. I met that in a good, fun, and loving way.
Yeah.
He got the Fred Stanford moment. He did like, yo, you bugging. I said, okay, it is what it is.
You could bring that topic up definitely.
What teams that traded that traded too early and too late?
Both that topic, the too early broke a team up or too late, and also the best defenders.
I already had my list already, and I got some considerations. It's fair, gotta put considerations.
So we'll start. We're gonna start this back up. Like I said, maybe even tomorrow night might got something going on. If I don't come back too late, should be some more preseason games coming on.
Yeah.
The gang is back.
Oh yeah.
Perspective. Maybe it won't be Friendly Fire tomorrow. I think we call it the Wild Bunch. Get back to the Wild Bunch.
So whenever I come on, we're just gonna have this segment. So when I come on, we're just the Wild Boys. That's the
that's All Balls thing. All Balls. That was his. The Wild Bunch is just all of us. Remember we have
family tree.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, our show.
People just talking.
So you have a title for all our shows, like but it should be just a family tree to me. I think Wild Boys is a little bit crazy. Yeah, I think Wild Boys. The Wild Boys is a little kind of crazy.
Not the Wild Boys, the Wild Bunch.
Wild Bunch, the Wild Bunch.
Yeah.
But you know what I meant.
The gangster flick.
Yeah.
Well, we can try to come up with something.
We need a good title when all of us is on here. All of us is here. Family tree. Family tree.
We can take a vote.
Yeah. It don't really matter to me. I'm just saying this,
because somebody might like family tree.
We have a family vibe. It's a family vibe, but I'm just saying, it don't really matter to me. I'm just we want to be, being professional. We trying to take this shit to a whole nother level. So we want to, somebody sees it like, oh shit, like I like this, I like that,
We here.
Yeah.
Turbo.
All right, yo. You already know.
Maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any games on. We'll definitely try to jump on with a topic. That's the best thing.
From what I heard, Cayenne is supposed to be playing tomorrow at 12 at ISA at Eagles Academy.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's Carmelo's son?
Yeah.
Nice.
Supposed to be playing at 12.
We need your honest assessment when because a lot of people don't want to be honest with these guys about these kids.
From what I saw, he's gotten better. He's not as nice as what everybody, the hype is, but he's gotten better. From the last time I seen him, when I saw him coming to Lincoln Park, he's a lot better. There's still more room to improve, of course.
Okay.
There's still more room to improve. But yo, from what I've seen, he got better. He got better. But when I seen him play as a kid up until now, he's better.
We'll see tomorrow what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fellas,
watch.
ladies and gents.
I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record it. That's why I said I can't wait to get a real camera, because sometimes like holding my phone for like 8 minutes a quarter is like that shit can get
crazy.
That shit can get on your nerves. That's why
Definitely.
I just said I gotta get a thing. I'm gonna get a whatchamacallit thing to hold it so I can Cause my sister be like, yo, why you don't take the full games? I'm like, yo, my arms be freaking tired. Like,
Yeah.
That shit is
I got
annoying.
a stand. I got a couple of stands. I put it on there and I lift up. I connect it and just lift it up. Like right now, my phone's on the stand right now. I
Yeah.
understand where it's like.
Yeah, I definitely got to get a
5
stand.
feet tall.
I'm getting a real camera anyway, because like I said, like for next year, I got an idea for a project that I'm trying to do. So I was like, yeah, I got to get a real camera. Like what I'm doing is gonna be like, yo, you're gonna be like, yo, that was a dope project. Like I like what
Definitely.
you're doing. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. One
Let us
love.
know we can promote it on here. You already know we promote it on here. He just jumped off right there. How dare you, Turbo? We'll promote it on here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, man. You see the ball in the background. It's crazy now. We doing big things. AllBallTV live, friendly fire. We back. We've been back.